Down to the midfield stripe and the big A with Chad Robertson for the toss of the coin.
Captains are introducing themselves. I'm going to turn it over to the White Hat, go over the pregame festivities.
All right, gentlemen, I'm Mr. Ragsdale's Mr. Play hard. We'll work hard for you guys also, okay? Douglas, you're the visitor. You have the choice to call. What you going to call? Going to call tails. There's heads. You want to defend the scoreboard? You want to defend the scoreboard? Turn around that way right there.
Douglas has won the toss. They've elected to receive. Arab will be defending the north end zone by the scoreboard.
Douglas has won the toss.
When we come back, it is time for kickoff. The Arabian Knights and the Douglas Eagles, the home opener from Arab School Stadiums after this on the Fun Radio Football Network.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Cooperative broadcast booth as we get ready to kick off. The Arabian Knights are attired in blue jerseys with the white numerals and the white chevrons, white hats, and of course the white pants with the double blue stripe down the side. For the Douglas Eagles, they are all in white. It's going to be interesting because both teams have white helmets. And in the passing game, that can sometimes be a problem. But the Douglas Eagles are in white jerseys over white pants. They, too, have chevrons on the sleeves, and the red numerals attire the Douglas Eagles. The wind is light and variable. We have about a 15% chance of a shower as the game goes on, with those shower chances diminishing. The Arabian Knights will kick off. This will be the opening kickoff, brought to you tonight by Farmers Insurance and Agent Joshua Jennings. We are Farmers. The Knights will move left to right as you listen in the first quarter as this game gets underway. We'll have big scoring opportunities to get into tonight with our Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard. Kevin James back at the studio with his crew to gather those scores quarter by quarter. You get them exclusively right here on the Fun Radio Football Network. Knights making a substitution on the kickoff team before they can even get this game underway, as coming in is Dylan Kirkland, who is a 5'9 freshman who is making the kickoff team appearance for the first time tonight. And now they're getting somebody else on there, one man short. And with that in mind, Brody McCain comes there, and he'll line on the far side. The kickoff is about to begin this game. Your kickoff man tonight will be Will Kinnear. He did the honors last week against Brewer and did a fantastic job. Douglas is deep to receive, And we're about ready to get this play underway, and it is a high-hanging short kick. It will be taken at the 27-yard line, and that receiver will move it and run out of bounds. He'll be hit out of bounds. Will we get a flag on that is the question. We do not, as on the return, that was Kinnear on the hit. But on the return for Douglas was, and I'll get that in a moment, was Gabe Lawrence, a junior. So it will be 1st and 10 for the Douglas Eagles. They like to play fast. Their quarterback is Eli Teal, and he is in the ball game and will run this team. The double chevrons of Arab are on the shoulders for the Douglas Knights. They are on the sleeve. Up over the ball for Douglas will be the center Avery Thompson. We have a shotgun formation, 2 by 2. We got slight trips to the left, and he goes to throw a pass that way. Pass is complete, and the tackle is made immediately as it was into the hands of Dakota Stewart.
A great job. They got out there. You look how the line held everybody up and got penetration back there. He didn't have over a foot to go that time. He actually lost a yard, looks like. No, he gained a yard.
A gain of only a yard, and that was Kinnear on the stop. It will be 2nd down and 9. The Douglas Eagles on the near side hash mark, moving right to left as we are approaching dusk here in the Tennessee Valley on 2nd down and 9. Tight formation this time with a trip set, but it is a tight trip set to the left. And they'll give it off to the tailback. He'll move to that left side. He'll get a block and will only get a yard up near the 39-yard line. Dakota Stewart is your running back that time, and the stop was made by the Arabian Knights' Will Kinnear again. So Kinnear making his presence known early. Ronnie, this is the first opportunity.
Right.
You've got to see this young man in person at a game when you're doing it. You saw him in Coleman. He's quite a prospect.
He is. He is a state champion in wrestling, and it shows that strength. They're double teaming him, and he's just pushing him away and still getting in on all the tackles.
So it will be 3rd down and a possession down for the Douglas Eagles. 3rd and 8, just shy of their own 40-yard line. We've just gotten underway, 10:35 to play in the first quarter. Here's Teal on the quick toss to the left side. They're working outside the numbers, and he'll get up to the 45-yard line, and not much more running room there, as carrying the football that time for Douglas in the ball game is Jonathan Fontaine. He is an outstanding running back. He'll get the ball a lot, and the tackle was made for the Arabian Knights that time by Patrick Lawler, the linebacker, one of the captains tonight at 5'11", 194, and a senior.
Well, they're showing they're going to punt. No, yeah, they're showing they're going to punt now, I guess.
4th down and 2 for the Eagles.
No, they're not.
Nope, they got the punter in, and he will step back at his own 34-yard line and await the snap. Knights have got one man back. That is Drew Puccio, and the kicker for Douglas will be Carson Walls. And a timeout now by the Eagles. They're going to think about this. We'll do the same. 9:39 to play. No score. Arab and Douglas on the Fun Radio Football Network.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor. They're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Yeah, before we get flagged down, we got Douglas. All right. We're not back on the air yet. We got 10 seconds. Stand by. We're back at the Arab Electric Cooperative broadcast booth. A 5-yard penalty before Douglas, as at the end of that timeout, came and had a procedure call and got a 5-yard penalty. So now they'll punt the ball back from their own 27-yard line. Puccio is deep. Will the Knights come out? High snap. Here they come. He will get the ball away, and he got a pounding downfield. Puccio's taking it at the 25. He's back to the 30, going to move it to the outside. Escapes a man, and he'll be hit and dropped out of bounds up at the 37-yard line. Drew Puccio on the return, and for the Douglas Eagles, the tackle was made by Logan Abernathy, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Arabian Knights as they get decent field position at their own 36-yard line. Good punt on that one.
It had a lot of air time. They had a lot of people going down.
It was a high snap. I think the Knights will probably take a look at that, and Ben may come after that punter later in this game with pressure.
I believe they will. They got good speed off the edge, Arab does.
So it's 1st and 10, the Arabian Knights' first offensive possession of this game. Far side hash mark as you listen, moving left to right. Your quarterback for the Arabian Knights is, of course, Aiden Cox. He gets the snap, going to throw that little flare pass to Puccio, gets it in his hands, and right away Douglas is going to knock him down for about a 2-yard loss, and a big play that time. Douglas's cornerback, Jacob Calloway, a junior, came flying in there, read the play, and made the tackle for a 3-yard loss.
Yeah, there was 5 people in on that tackle. They knew exactly if Puccio was out there, he was going to get it. He had to turn around backwards and catch the ball, so he was at a disadvantage when he got it.
Tonight, quarter-by-quarter scores, updates of over 60 North Alabama schools. The Gilbert and Balford in-game scoreboard coming up at the quarter break with Kevin James. 2nd down and 13, Knights from behind the sticks. They turn, hand it off. This is Drake Franklin. Franklin looking to the outside, makes a hit, and he goes across the 40, and he's up across the 45-yard line. Very close to a 1st down. That is a 12-yard run. He'll be a yard short all the way up to the 45-yard line. He is knocked out of bounds by the middle guard, Terrence Edmondson, for the Douglas Eagles.
Drake runs the ball with a good lean. He's always falling forward for extra yardage. Good run, good. They get the 3rd and 1. Okay.
Fast acceleration. When he turned in, he kicked in the afterburners.
Coach Osmond this morning said it's in his hips. He has immediate hip strength is what the coach said. Here's Aiden Cox, the quarterback. He's got Franklin to his right. We're bringing a sweep motion to the left side. They're going to give it on a counter play. This is Franklin. He's got the 1st down. He got a couple of more yards up near the 48-yard line, and a host of white jerseys are there to meet him as Will Bishop, the senior, one of the defensive tackles, was there to make the stop, along with Cooper Butler. And Knights are going fast. 1st and 10, that is the first Citizens Bank 1st down for the Arabian Knights of this game. They go fast. They give it again to Franklin. Franklin at left tackle. Not much running room. They're testing the middle, and this Douglas defensive line is standing up there. The tackle that time, Jacob Calloway again.
I'm expecting flag, you said?
Late flag.
Oh, in the backfield. I mean, in the defensive backfield.
All right, we'll check this one out. I totally missed this. It looks like it's going against Arab. That was only a 1.5 yard gain up near midfield.
I'm expecting a pass on this play.
Official talking it over. Actually, the umpire threw that flag. So let's see what that's all about. And now the side judge is coming in for a discussion. While they do that, we will remind you that tomorrow, more football coming your way as the Alabama Crimson Tide opens up against Utah State. That pregame, by the way, gets underway at 3:30 on Fun Radio and live at fun927.com and the free Fun apps also on your Alexa device. Here's the call. The referee looking our way, and he's going to give us a signal. I think it's delay of game against Douglas. So that's interesting as to what that might be. And from where they marked the ball, they put the ball all the way down to the 45-yard line, so it will be a 2nd down and 3 for the Arabian Knights.
That's unusual. Delay a game on the defense?
Had to be somebody with an equipment issue that maybe was told to go off the field and didn't. 4 linebackers sneaking up. Arab on a 2nd down, possession down. Here's Aiden Cox going to throw the first pass of the game, and it is incomplete. tipped and knocked away as Cox was intending that pass downfield for Brody McCain, and it was incomplete.
Who is number 14 for Douglas? He's the one that tipped the ball.
That is Landon Abernathy.
He tipped the ball, and Strickland it knocked it away from Strickland, or he would have scored on that pass.
Knights are sending McCain wide to the left side. Puccio wide to the right. They have a tight end and an X-back this time. Franklin is your running back. Here's Cox going to roll to the left side, looking downfield, throws that left-handed pass. The pass is incomplete. It was in and out of the hands of Spencer Strickland again. Coverage that time by Douglas. Kenyon Watkins, a sophomore safety.
Good. I mean, they're getting good pursuit in the backfield right there. He was under duress when he threw that ball. He ran to his left, and he's left-handed throwing to the left.
So it's 7:15 to play in the first quarter, no score, and the Knights will have to punt this ball away. Douglas has one man deep, that is Fontaine. He'll stand inside his 15. Snap is back. Strickland with a pooch kind of kick and a fair catch call for, and Fontaine will take it at the 14, and that will be a change of possession, and the Douglas Eagles will get the football 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. That change of possession is courtesy of the Arab Education Foundation, providing grants for teachers for better teaching.
That was really a good punt.
You know, Chad Robertson, our sideline reporter, and we've said this too for 2 games. Ronnie now is going to witness it. Boy, Strickland has become the premier punter in our region without a doubt, if not in North Alabama.
Oh, he has so much hang time. It lets our defenders get down and get in position to make the play, and also get a lot of fair catches that way and pins them deep.
So 1st and 10 for the Douglas Eagles. Teal, the quarterback, on the snap, gives it Fontaine off the left side. He's going to bounce it to the right. Penalty marker goes down. We got a hold over there, and he'll get to the 15-yard line, and the Knights are there to blow that up as John Ray Wilkes was there with Patrick Lawler. And let's see what this holding penalty will be. Probably a half the distance to the goal, and will, against the Douglas Eagles. So it will put them in a hole back inside their own 10-yard line.
I saw a whole lot of penalties last night at the Asbury game, Asbury-Burnley Mountain game. It looks like it's going to start out here again.
Tonight's Arabian Night football game is being streamed worldwide on the Fun 92.7 apps. Download it from your app store, Fun 92.7. Listen online, fun927.com. Also, you can download the Alexa skill. Go to your Alexa skill website. Type in Fun 92.7, download that skill. Then anytime you want to listen to Fun Radio, you just say, hey, Alexa, play Fun 92.7, and bingo, bango, we're there live and in person.
1st and 15.
So Douglas looking to the sideline. Coach Brandon Lyles wagging those signs in from across the way. Douglas again tonight in all white jerseys. Bunch formation. Boy, they've got it all tight. The Knights defense coming up, sneaking up a corner. Here's a counter play. Teal's going to keep it to the left side. This will be their best run of the night. He's across the 20, or the 19. Across the 15 all the way up to the 19-yard line. I'll get it out of here in a minute. Is there any water around here?
I got
one. My throat is parched. That's fine. Thank you. So it will be 2nd down and 6 as Douglas will have the ball. They say his knee hit the ground at the 18-yard line. That was Teal. They faked that counter play, and everybody went with Fontaine, and he got a nice little rub off that left tackle spot and got a nice bunch of yards. In fact, got 9 of them. Bunch formation again for Douglas. Counter play coming this side. This is Fontaine. Got a hold. He's across the 25, up across the 30, up to the 31-yard line, and that's good for a Douglas 1st down. Patrick Lawler again to make the stop for the Arabian Knights, along with Hayden O'Reilly.
1st down. Timeout, Michael.
Indeed, we do it. No score from Arab. 5:48 to play first quarter. Douglas and Arab locking it up on the Fun Radio Football Network.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find Poplar smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
We're back with you at the Arab Electric Cooperative broadcast booth. Michael St. John, Ronnie Shoemate, Chad Robertson, Ben Elrod giving you the call at tonight's game. Midway through the first quarter, no score between Douglas and the Arabian Knights, and the Eagles have it 1st and 10 up at their own 31-yard line. Teal goes under center this time, turns, gives it, and before the play can get off, we've got another penalty flag. Gee whiz.
That's what was going on last night.
It must be something in the air. In fact, I bet you I could smell something in the
all
air.
Sides Arab. Yeah, Ben, stay away from that air conditioner.
5-yard penalty against the Arabian Knights for lining up in the neutral zone. So it will be 1st and 5. Douglas a little bit of a drive going here. They started at their own 9-yard line after penalty. First and 5. I want to say 1st and 10, but it's 1st and 5.
Takes them a while to get a call in, get a play in.
They may have to take a timeout. Well, no, because they reset the clock. They reset the clock on that penalty. They're still taking their time to get the call in from across the way. Teal is your quarterback. He is a fantastic young man and a very good quarterback for the Douglas Eagles. Stands at 5'11", 155, and whistles again before the play can go on. And let's see what this is all about. Boy, Coach Osmond is very upset. He is screaming at his defense as they're offside again. Somebody is lining up and not getting a good angle, and his head is over the football, and I can't tell if it's the middle guard or one of the tackles, but they're talking, the players are talking to, and are talking to Lawson King, a defensive lineman, 6'3", 192, a sophomore, and he might be the guilty party just from the body language of the rest of the defense.
Well, they got a first down now, and they hadn't run a play. They got 25 yards, hadn't run a play.
And their first down at their own 41-yard line. They have not been in Arab territory tonight. 4:48 to play in the first quarter, no score. Teal goes under center, turns, counterplay, right side, and 2 yards, and that's it. Boy, this middle of that Arabian Night defense, Ben Elrod, they are just swarming right now, and the linebackers are playing run, run, run. Patrick Lawler again on the stop, and if I'm a coach on the other side, I'm calling a pass play over the middle. That little skinny post can go a long way.
Especially with the play action, as much as they've run the ball out of the gate tonight.
Well, that little Jackson Ivy kid right there, he's a 5'7", 127-pound sophomore in there. He put the whammy on that ball player first. He came up his back position and popped him.
So it is 2nd down and 8 after the gain of 2. 43-yard line, the spot of the possession. Douglas, fake. Nope, going to give it to Fontaine off the left side. Looks for a corner. Is not going to get it. And quickly for the Arabian Knights, Hayden O'Reilly was up and slammed him down for a loss. Loss of about a half a yard. Well, are they going to give it? Yep, about a half a yard loss. Maybe a little more than that. Almost a yard loss. So 3rd and long for Douglas. We've yet to see them put the play in the game. So it is 3rd down. I want to say put the play in the game, but the pass play in the game. I'll rephrase that. 3:28 play in the first quarter. Douglas wanting to slow the game down. Coach Lyles told me that it's at the interview I had with him this week. He told me, he said, we want to slow the game down and keep Arab's juggernaut offense off the field. 3rd down and 9, I formation, and penalty again.
Delay of game. Looks like Abram was way back off the line.
Nope, that's a delay of game against Douglas. Good call there, Chad. Sideline reports tonight brought to you by our friends at Grumpy's Pizza and Pasta in the Northgate Shopping Center. So now we have a 3rd down and 13, and I hope to God we get a playoff before it gets dark.
How much time left?
It's 3:03 to play on the clock. Most of the clock has been run off on penalty plays. I feel like I'm in a hockey game. 3rd down and 13. Douglas changing the signal, changing the play. And again, Teal is under center. I formation in the backfield. They've got a wide out, one wide out to the right. And now we're going to get a timeout. And Douglas is going to take it. Back after this with no score on the Fun Radio Football Network.
With
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this Community Channel broadcast.
If you need reliable family transportation, you need to see us. Every vehicle is warranted for the life of your contract and comes with a free Carfax. It's why we say,
the driving factor, beyond your normal buy here, pay here.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
In the Arab Electric broadcast booth, the Arabian Nights, Douglas Eagle, no score at the quarter break. We'll get some Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scores from games all around the area tonight in a big region week. Keel rolling to the right side, going to give a little half throw, sideline throw, or excuse me, a sideways throw to his tight end, and he came across and made the reception. So the pass was complete from Teal to Dakota Stewart, and he'll get 8 yards on the play up to the 45-yard line, and it will be 4th down, and Douglas will punt the ball away. Again, I think purposely the Douglas Eagles are slowing down the pace of this game. They've already had 3 delay-a-game penalties, but I don't think they want to run a lot of plays just to keep the Arab offense off the field, Ronnie.
It looks like that. They're not really in a hurry when they call them in.
Here's the snap on the punt. Knights are coming after it. It looks like it went off the side of his foot, and this will be a 7-yard punt, and the Knights will get excellent field position at the 49-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for the Arabian Knights as they change possession. This change of possession here on Fun Radio brought to you again by our friends at the Arab, let me get this right, Education Foundation, providing grants for teachers and teaching.
I wonder if we're going to come out throwing right now. It's either that or it's going to be Drake Franklin.
On 1st down, Knights have it. We're down to 2:29 to play in the first quarter. We have no score. Quarterback is Aiden Cox in the pistol formation. Puts motion to the right side as they reposition Dakota Neesmith. They hand it off. Here's Franklin off the left side on the counter. He'll get midfield and nothing more. And a good tackle again. I'll tell you, Douglas is showing me something on defense that I watched the film of both the Susan Moore and DAR games, but they are really moving to the movement of the football. Dakota Stewart is on the tackle, and Chad Robertson, that would open up something of a counter or misdirection if the Arab Knights choose to run it.
Yeah, lull them to sleep, as old Ben Elrod used to say.
That's right. I think he still says it. 2nd down and 8. Here comes motion. Cox going to pass. Got protection. Throws outside. He's got it in the hands of his playmaker. Puccio makes a man miss. Makes a second man miss. He's in the middle of the field. Puccio's on the run now. He's going to come back against the right side. Going to turn back to the left side. He's to the 30 and down. Boy, it looked like a chicken in a coop being chased by white jerseys.
You know, it reminded me of the old video game Pac-Man. That's what he looked like.
Looked like he got hit with a crossbow.
Hey, give him a big gain on that of 17 yards. Drag those chains for an Arabian Nights Citizens Bank and Trust 1st down at the 30. Here's the handoff as they go past to Franklin. And Franklin's going to get 9 at left guard. And they are really now moving the pace of this ball game. This offense wanted to get a hold of this ball. Tackle was made by Austin Hook for Douglas. And Douglas, by the way, is down to just 1 timeout. It's 2nd down in about a yard. Cox setting his team. Wideouts either way. Handoff Franklin left side. He's got the corner. He's got the edge. Penalty marker goes down. We're going to have a hold or a block in the back around the 20-yard line. Franklin got, or excuse me, the running back, Drake Franklin got all the way down. to the 8-yard line, but this one's coming back against the Knights. That was a block that sprung him, Ronnie.
Yep.
No comment about the call because it was the correct call to make.
Oh, yeah, you can see it out there. This was definitely a hold. He pulled him off to the side, and he sprung. I started to say we just had 3 plays in a row without a penalty. You can't say that now.
All right, it's 2nd down and 10. The ball from the place of the hole gets remarked back at the 30-yard line, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's Cox back to pass. Good protection. He has time to look. Here comes pressure. Going to roll to the left side. Got to get rid of the football. Throws it. Pass complete. And he went to a safety valve. Another penalty marker has gone down. Drew Puccio got in between some white jerseys. Is there a penalty marker or not, Ben?
Yeah, there should be. Every lineman we got is downfield.
It's over line.
Yeah, but he... Okay, is that our marker?
Yes.
He checked off. He went to his 3rd receiver, Puccio, to catch the ball.
I think that was going to be a screen, Michael, and the lineman released him, and it just took so long to develop.
Well, also, it was a screen. The lineman released, but Puccio saw his quarterback in trouble and went downfield. So you got to throw the ball behind the line of scrimmage to your receiver, and that didn't happen. So that's that penalty. It's actually a procedure or an illegal forward pass. 2nd down now at 15. Knights are going backwards at the 35. Looking to the sideline, we've got a call being changed. 2-by-2 from the wide side hash mark. Cox, quarterback, fires, turns, gets it in Puccio's hands again, and he's spinning and turning and twisting, and he's inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. He'll get down to the 26, and a penalty marker goes down. Oh, my goodness. Who would have thought that?
I think it's a face mask against Douglas.
It's all it can be in that vicinity.
I saw him grab it. He twisted his head. I say face mask.
Well, it is, and it will be against the Douglas Eagles from the point of infraction, and this will give the Knights really good field position now all the way down at their 21-yard line, or at the Douglas 21, rather, with a 3rd down and 1. We're 24 seconds away from the change of the quarter. Knights trying to do something here. It's 3rd down. They're going to change the play. Clock is running down to 15. They may let this clock run out and regroup on the sideline. Nope, they're going to get the play off. Snap to Cox. Turns, gives it to Drake Franklin. Drake's at the 30, at the 20 rather. Breaks side and side to the 15 and will get all the way down to the 12-yard line. Drake Franklin with a really good run that time in traffic. And the tackle was made by Isaac Baker, one of the defensive linemen, and that will be an Arabian Nights Citizens Bank and Trust 1st down from the 12, and that will end the 1st quarter with no score between Arab and Douglas on the Fun Radio Football Network.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
Arab and the Douglas Eagles from the Arab Electric Cooperative broadcast booth. And we hope you're enjoying tonight's game. If you are, you can see the replay on Horizon Communications community channels all week long, and want to thank all the folks at Horizon Cable for carrying these games now in our tenure for the 25th year, and I think they were doing it long before we got here, Ronnie.
Yeah, I think so.
So the Arabian Knights have it 1st down and 10, just outside the 10-yard line at the 12, in the red zone for the first time tonight in Douglas territory, trying to put points on the board. Ready to get play underway. Knights will move right to left, far side hash mark as you listen. Unbalanced to the right side. They give it to Drake Franklin, hit in the backfield and drop for a 1-yard loss. Boy, Douglas's defensive front has been very active in this football game, and that time the linebacker came, that's Jonathan Fontaine, I've called him Justin Fontaine. It's Jonathan Fontaine there to make the tackle.
We hadn't done anything right up the middle on either side of the center, but we've off tackle and wide, we've done some moving.
Knight sending a wide out, wide to the left side this time. That is Wyatt Lamar. This time it is going to get into the hands of Franklin. Franklin looking for the corner. He's got the corner. Ducks in. Penalty marker down. That's going to be a face mask against Douglas. That will score a touchdown, and that penalty will be negated, or it will be installed on the ensuing kickoff. But that is a touchdown for the Arabian Knights, unless I am sadly mistaken, Chad. That happened in front of you.
Yes, it's going to be a stiff arm. We're going to be I think we're going to be called for face mask.
Nope, it's against Douglas, and it will be declined.
I missed that.
No, it was. I saw the Douglas player reach in. That's why I said what I said, and it is a face mask infraction against Douglas. That penalty is declined. So that is an Arabian Knight 11-yard touchdown run by Drake Franklin. Picking up where he left off last week. 11-19 to play in the first half, and the Knights have drawn first blood finally.
The all-important PAT.
You got it. In to attempt the point after for the Arabian Knights is Aiden Wooten. Snap is back. The kick is up. The kick is through the uprights, and the kick is good. 11-19 to play in the first quarter. Arab 7, Douglas nothing. This is the Fun Radio Football Network.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
We'll address the ball to kick off as we come to you from the Arab Electric Cooperative Broadcast Booth. Michael St. John, Ronnie Shumate, Ben Elrod, Chad Robertson back at the station, the entire crew putting things together. Big halftime show and Legends of the Arabian Nights, and we've got a familiar face on that one, Ronnie, coming up at halftime. Can hear to kick off, and he'll just try to bump the ball over the first line of defense. It is a scramble for it. The Knights may have it. The Knights may have it. And they do. The recovery on a accidental onside kick by Lawson King. 6'3", 192, a sophomore. And the Douglas player came up to field the ball, and this, for some reason, let it hit the turf.
It hit the turf and then did a backflip 6-7 yards right back to Arab.
I wish I could get my golf ball to do that. That's pretty.
So the Arabian Knights get the ball right back. First turnover of the ball game in the kicking game. And a mistake for the Douglas Eagles. So it will be 1st and 10. Knights will have it. Aiden Cox is your quarterback. The ball is resting at the 43-yard line in Douglas territory following that miscue. Drake Franklin is deep in the eye. Here's Cox. Turns. Fake on play action. A little counter or a little in route intended for Dakota Neesmith, and incomplete, and getting there about the same time the ball did and making a really good play for the Douglas Eagles was Kenyon Watkins, that sophomore defensive back.
He's been all over the field out there as a sophomore. They got a lot to look forward to over at Douglas.
So it's 2nd down and 10. Here's Cox, the quarterback, in the pistol, going to change the play. Douglas moved, and apparently he infringed upon the Arabian Knights offensive line, and this will be a 5-yard penalty against the Douglas Eagles. Douglas now beginning to make some mistakes that the Arabian Knights are able to take advantage of.
Well, you saw he put his hand down. He put his hand down across the line of scrimmage. His hand was over there across the other side of the football when he lined up.
So it's 2nd down and 5 via the penalty. Knights putting a wide out to the right side. That is Puccio. Dakota Neesmith coming to the sideline this way. Brody McLean, check that. That is Brody McLean. Neesmith's in the slot. Pass over the middle. The tight end Strickland. Big catch, big run. Yards after catch, and Strickland a little slow getting up. Will get the ball all the way down to the 22-yard line. He may have caught a knee in a place you don't want to catch a knee.
Either that or he landed on the ball on his tummy, looked like.
Austin Hook on the stop for Douglas, and now we're going to stop play. I think the officials are going to see if Strickland needs some attention, and they stop play before that one can get underway. Chad, could you it looks like that official was looking at Strickland.
Yeah, they're going to – I say that, Michael. They're convening again. I don't know.
Well, you see, Douglas had a guy running on the field that's getting ready to snap the ball. They have too many people on the field.
Boy, it's almost like you have a Democratic cabinet out there. They're having too dang many committee meetings.
Careful.
Did I mention Sugarfest tomorrow in Arab City Park?
Oh, you hadn't. It's a big doings. They start, I think, about 8 o'clock in the morning, and they're going to have a big, all kind of vendors, all kind of arts, crafts, food, entertainment. Yours truly will be in the Duncan booth about 1 o'clock, along with a whole. I think Coach Osmond's going to be there at 9:30.
Well, the officials after their committee meeting decide nothing happens on the play, so here we go.
You just stopped 3 minutes of the game.
There you go. It is 11 minutes to play in the first half. Knights are up 7-0, and they're threatening again just outside the red zone of the Douglas Eagles. Here's a quick toss getting into the hands of Drake Franklin. Franklin on Drake Avenue that time. He's inside the 20 and down near the 15-yard line. When he gets inside or outside that hash mark, Ronnie, I've sort of been terming that as Drake Avenue. You get the conversion that I'm trying to make there, being that you used to be a Huntsville police officer, and you know how the traffic is on Drake Avenue.
I was going to tell you, your son Cody and me can tell you there's a lot goes on Drake Avenue.
More than we can mention on the radio.
Yes, sir.
It is an 8-yard gain for Drake Franklin, and it will be 2nd down and a pair. We'll get some statistics up in a minute. They give it to Franklin up the middle. He's going to go into the end zone. Give him 6.
No flags.
Touchdown, Drake Franklin and the Arabian Knights on a 15-yard gallop. We're going to have to get not one but 2 scoring recaps from Ben Elrod when we come back.
That was a big hole there now.
Boy, he just picked his little pocket, and there he went. Drake Franklin, a good running back. He can take it inside, he can take it outside. And, Chad, you're going to have to get closer to us because your microphone's straggling out.
It's that metal plate.
All right, here we go. Point after touchdown coming. Wooten to attempt. It will be Puccio to hold. We await the snap. Placement is down. Kick is in the air, and the kick is good. 10-14 to play in the first half. Arab 14, Douglas nothing. Points after turnover on that one on the Fun Radio Football Network.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh. Quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Will Kinnear to kick off for the Arabian Knights. That last one ended up in the hands of the Blue Jerseys, and a 43-yard short field ends up in a touchdown. Pooches it this time, taken by an up man at the 28, coming forward to the 30, 35 still on his feet, crosses the 40 and out of bounds at the 42-yard line. On the return for the Douglas Eagles, Gabe Lawrence, and it will be 1st and 10 for Douglas at their own 43-yard line. All right, Ben, it's your turn to shine here. Let's get a scoring recap for 2 touchdowns for the Arabian Knight. It's brought to you by Southern Elite Realty and agent Jeff Gibbs.
All right, Arab's first scoring drive was 8 plays covering 52 yards, 13-yard touchdown run by Drake Franklin, PAT by Aiden Wooten's good. Arab 7, Douglas nothing. Then after the Kinnear onside kick there, we'll say, Arab goes 43 yards in 4 plays, capped with a 15-yard touchdown run by Drake Franklin, PAT by Aiden Wooten good. New score, Arab 14, Douglas 0.
They run, the Knights are in a blitz, and this is Fontaine getting out of the grasp of some Arabian Knights. Second effort's going to get him first down across midfield down to the 45-yard line. That time, Fontaine was captured by the Knights linebackers, but eluded them and got loose.
He did. The blitz came from the right side. He went left that time, and that's the first time Douglas has been on Arab's side of the field tonight.
So it is 1st and 10 for the Douglas Eagles, and indeed the first time in Arab territory at the 45-yard line. 9:42 to play in the first half. Knights are up by 2 scores, 14-0, after a scoreless first quarter. Knights in the 3-man front. They're going to give it off to Fontaine again. He's skipping, jumping, moving around, and he's got great. I'm telling you, he could probably get on Dancing with the Stars and place very high. He really dances around back there. It will get him about a half a yard, but the Knights defense relentless in their pursuit that time. The middle guard was there to make the stop for the Arabian Knights, and Kinnear was all over that play.
Yeah, Kinnear is just a man, is all I can say. I'm watching them try to work with him. He just pushes them away every time. I wish we'd had him for the last couple of years.
Second, and he's a senior, by the way, transfer student out of Buckhorn. 2nd down and 10. Douglas with the ball at the Arab 45. Fake on the counter play. Teal wants to throw it, tosses it over the sideline, in and out of the hands. He was wide open, and had he caught the ball, he probably was in the sights of, that was Cooper Butler, and he was in the sights of John Ray Wilkes. So he wouldn't have got much after the catch, I could assure you. 3rd down and 10. Douglas wants to get the play in now in a hurry. Coach is slowing down the game. 8:46 to play. First quarter. We'll be checking in with the Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard on our next change of possession.
Still 3rd and 10.
Douglas taking their time getting the play in. We're down inside of 8 seconds, 7 seconds on the clock. Teal, the quarterback. Snap. Back to pass, got good protection, going to throw long. Here's a man out there, Knights are out there too, and the pass is intercepted. The pass is intercepted, and they're saying it is intercepted by Hayden O'Reilly at the make that the 17-yard line. So the Knights have caused 2 turnovers now, and now do we have a penalty flag to bring it back, or are they saying incomplete?
He caught the ball.
They're saying
4th
incomplete.
down.
They are saying incomplete. So apparently he did not have possession of the ball when he fell to the ground.
Well, it looked like it. He went up. That quarterback threw it as far as he could throw it.
Chad, it looked like it so much as that the Douglas offense ran off the field.
Yeah, it did look like that from up there, but it's like that ball game on TV last night. You can't use the ground to aid you.
Chad Robertson's sideline reports are brought to you by Grumpy's Pizza and Pasta in the Northgate Shopping Center. 4th down, Douglas will punt the ball away. Puccio at the 11. You know, that interception would have been as good as a punt, to be honest with you. He gets the punt away, and he nails this one. Puccio's let it go, and it will go into the end zone. And this will be a touchback, and we'll be back after this. 14-0 Arab on the Fun Radio Football Network.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with peoples, their goal
is your success?
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Aiden Cox throwing a bomb to the left side, and it is incomplete. It is intended for Puccio. He's been going to Puccio a lot tonight. He had coverage on him from Kenyon Watkins, and Watkins may have misstepped. He is limping now a bit, Ronnie, and he has been a key for them in the secondary tonight.
Yeah, he's going out right now, too. Looks like his right ankle got tweaked a little bit.
Yeah, I think he may have tweaked it. Ben, that can hurt more than anything else.
It may be time to go right back at his replacement coming in here, but it's a good thought by Cox throwing to the back shoulder. They'll have that down in another game or two.
All right, on 2nd down and 10, Knights in possession of the football at their own 20-yard line following the punt that went in the end zone. Cox is your quarterback. Single setback is Drake Franklin's going to get the ball right side, and not a lot of running room. He's having to dig for every yard he gets. That defense for Douglas is right there on top of it as the stop was made by Cooper Butler. Only a junior. 3rd down and now possession down for the Arabian Knights on 3rd and 8. Ball will be reset at the 23-yard line. Down inside of 8 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll have the heat break timeout coming up momentarily. Knights break the huddle, coming to the line of scrimmage. They're going to put Strickland out here wide to the left-hand side, and on the flank of him will be Puccio at the numbers. Here's Cox going to throw it out to Puccio. Pass is complete, and he is not. Now they're saying incomplete, and they're saying that it is a forward pass. So on 4th down, the Knights will have to punt this ball away. I got Chad Robertson with our Grumpy Sideline report. So the Knights offensively sputtering a little bit tonight. I'm not so sure that all the penalty flags hasn't interrupted the rhythm of this offense.
The rhythm and the momentum of the game and the flow of the game. You can't get in your groove. Sort of like us on the radio sometimes. You can't get in the groove because the momentum, you can't keep flow of the game.
Yeah, that was Brody McCain they went to that time. He just couldn't hang on the ball as he got hit.
Here's the snap, low snap, dribbled into Strickland. He'll kick the ball away. He'll still get a good punt. It'll bounce at the 40, rolls inside the 30. Great roll. Strickland will get this punt all the way down to the 20-yard line. So he flips the field. That is a 60-yard punt.
He must not cut his toenails last night. He had a little extra weight there. That was a good job.
So Douglas will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Boy, a punter can make such a big difference in a game, Bill.
Yeah, on the receiving end, when you got a kicker with hang time like that, you've got to get over there and call the fair catch because that ball, when it hit the ground and rolled, that gave him another 30 yards.
Yeah, Knights getting Max Cooper into the ball game in the secondary. And it looks, I'm just looking down, and Hayden O'Reilly seems to be stepping a little gingerly, but he's staying in the ball game. But let's see. Douglas now will go on offense. Big tight formation, shotgun. This is just a power run. This is the old 3 yards in a cloud of dust run. Is it just you put the quarterback deep, you snap it to him with 10 people blocking for him up the middle, and you get 3 yards.
Notre Dame box.
It reminds me of the old Oklahoma drill. Get the cones 10 yards wide, 10 yards long, and just get in there and get after it.
And again, we had a penalty flag on that one, and I missed it. I apologize, folks.
What was it?
Actually, it's motion. They said the quarterback moved before he got the snap. He was in a hurry to go in that ball.
Well, you know, Arab's getting the ball to start the second half. Douglas needs to put the pedal to the metal right here and see if they can get some points before half.
Tonight, because of the flow of the game, as Chad mentioned too with our Grumpy Sideline Report, the flow of the game has been so disjointed that neither team has got any momentum, but the defensives have dominated. So 2nd down and 15. This time they change the formation. Here's Teal going to fake the pitch to the left side, run it to the right side. He'll get some yardage and get the penalty yardage back and maybe more, maybe a yard more. And that will be at the end of that play. Hayden O'Reilly was there to make the stop for the Knights. And Ronnie, this Hayden O'Reilly combo with Kinnear in there, and you add Patrick Lawler to that mix, you've got 3 of the best linebackers in the state.
Yeah, we got a 1-2-3 punch there. You see how Arab is watching Fontaine? They did that pitch fake to him, and all of Arab went towards Fontaine, and the quarterback keeps it, goes the other way, and got some good yardage out of it.
2nd down and 9, 6:20 to play first half. Douglas leads in this, Arab leads in this football game, 14-0 over Douglas. Snap over the quarterback's head. It will drop all the way back, be picked up by a back at a 1-yard line, and he will get out of the end zone to about the 1, and that's all. As what a miscue. That time that snap went halfway to Morgan City.
Wow. I thought they were going to get him for a safety. Timeout on official.
And this will be the heat break with 5:58 to play in the first half. Arab 14, Douglas nothing. This is the Fun Radio Football Network.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Arab Electric broadcast booth, and it is 3rd down and 1.5 miles for Douglas at their own 1-yard line following the bad snap. Here's the handoff. They give it to Fontaine, and there's a scrum right to about the line of scrimmage, maybe a half a yard, and they'll blow the whistle, and Hayden O'Reilly will get up from the bottom of that stack along with Kinnear. And it will be a 4th down punting situation from the Douglas Eagles. They'll only have 11 yards to deal with. Ben seems to think they may take a safety.
But he runs to the corner of the end zone and steps out right before he gets hit.
Douglas is down by 14 right now, and they got to give the ball away to Arab, who's going to get good possession of this. No rush by Arab and a good punt. It is going to be taken by Puccio at the 30. He's up to the 25. He's cutting across the field, giving ground back to the 27, and will be knocked down at the 29. Puccio thought he had an opportunity on this near sideline, and they were forming the wall, but penalty marker down, but the tackle was made by Jacob Calloway, and let's check the flag at the 22.
Puccio saying face mask.
It looked like the Knights had that return on it. It is a block in the back against the Arabian Knights.
Drew come up said, pointing his face mask.
So from the point of infraction, that is a return will be negated all the way back to the 36-yard line. So the Knights still with great field position in Douglas territory on their side of the 50 with 5 minutes to play in the first half, and the Knights with an attempt now to add to a 14-0 lead in this game. Unbalanced to the wide side. Knights moving right to left. Here's the snap, and before the snap, here comes the penalty. Folks, we're not making fun of this, and the officials are doing their job, but it is completely destroying the flow and momentum of this ball game, not only for us on a broadcast, but for both teams down on the field, and it's evident, right, Chad?
Yes, it's just like we said a while ago, you deflated and can't get momentum, can't get rhythm. You just I sort of dread interviewing the coach at halftime.
All right, 1st and 5. That one's against Douglas. Ball at the 31-yard line. Here comes motion with Puccio. He's going to get the ball on the jet sweep. Good block on the corner. He's got the corner at the 30, and a good tackle for Douglas as he got inside the 25-yard line to the 24. The Eagles was there with Jacob Calloway. That junior defensive back has really been all over the field. He and the other young man we've called Watkins. He and Watkins have really been the defense for Douglas here.
Dakota Neesmith made that play right there, 21 for A-Rap. He just turned his guy in, didn't pancake him, just like a good pick in a basketball game. Good job there by Dakota.
The run is good for an Arabian Nights Citizens Bank and Trust. 1st down at the 24-yard line, near sideline. Knights moving towards Morgan City as we say that. Here's Drake Franklin, left side, going to cut it back at the 20. Franklin at the 15, and he'll be pushed out of bounds inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. Making the play was Gabe Lawrence, another junior defensive back for the Douglas Eagles, but a good run of 9 yards down inside the 15-yard line. Now they say drag the chains for another Citizens Bank and Trust Arabian Night. 1st down at the 14-yard line. Snap to Cox. Turns, gives it. Here comes Drake Franklin again, the running back, and Drake just comes, oh boy, that was just pretty. That was just a pretty run.
It's just great blocking right then. I mean, it just opened up.
He got all the way down to the 8-yard line, and we got a timeout on the field, and Douglas is going to take their final timeout of the half. 4:16 to play. Knights lead this football game.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and is available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
If you need reliable family transportation, you need to see us. Every vehicle is warranted for the life of your contract and comes with a free Carfax. It's why we say,
the driving factor, beyond your normal buy here, pay here.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
This is Anthony Campbell at the Advertiser Gleam. Gunnersville 57, Crossville 0. First half.
Woo! You think that number 5 ranking may increase for those Wildcats?
What did I tell you earlier?
Yeah, you did. So 2nd down and 8. Knights are already back ready to do something here. Here comes Douglas with their defense back on the field. 14-0, and the Knights are knocking on the Douglas Eagle door. What is going on?
2nd down at Knights.
2nd down for the Knights. They can get a 1st down without scoring. Here's the quarterback on the turn, gives it to Franklin. Franklin's down inside the 5, and he is going to be down at around the 3-yard line, so it will be a 1st and goal for the Arabian Nights.
1st and goal Knights at the 3.
We had a disconnect for some reason. during that little entree of timeout, but we're back to you. First and goal for Arab with the ball at their own, at the Douglas 3-yard line. Connection timeout.
Franklin on the carry. Initial hit made by Callaway.
Okay, something's going on here.
We're at the 3-yard line.
Have I lost power on this? Stand by.
Drake Franklin, touchdown, Knights.
I missed this.
Drake Franklin got a touchdown, 3 yards out.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bonds Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
So we're at 21-0, and Drake Franklin, again, Ronnie Shoemate having a night of it.
He is. He just going where he wants to. He ran that ball 3 times. Took him 3 plays to get in from like the 3-yard line, but he finally got in there.
And everybody in the house knew who was going to get the ball.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a workhorse.
Must be nice to block for that cat.
Okay, it is now the kickoff ensuing, and it's bouncing around, and Douglas is going to pick the ball up and just luckily save another turnover. My goodness, that was Jacob Callaway saving the day at the 38.
He just barely got it because we knew what we were doing. Our guys were right down there on top of them. Abraham would have had the ball again on Douglas's 36-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Douglas Eagles. And they are now at the Arab 37-yard line. You know, those squib kicks, the pros and the cons of it, not big fans of it here in the booth, but obviously the coaches are doing it for a reason, and the Knights have been successful in defending those kicks tonight. Yep. 3:18 to play. Knights lead 21-0. Wait the snap. Here's the snap. They're going to give it to Fontaine. Fontaine out of the backfield, going forward. He's across the 40, and he'll get to the 43-yard line, and a penalty marker will go down in the position of where holding will be called against the Douglas Eagles. That was actually Cason Walls, a sophomore backup quarterback. Nope, it's face mask against the Knights, so it's not holding. It's a face mask penalty against Arab, and all of a sudden Douglas in good field position at the 49-yard line. 3:11 to play in the first half, 21-0. Knights are leading.
We can't go to sleep in the secondary here, guys. Don't give them anything cheap.
Douglas lining up, showing two wides to the right side, slot back coming this way. White-clad Eagles moving left to right as you listen as we go towards halftime. Quarterback as Teal. He's going to keep it. He's across midfield into Arab territory at the 49-yard line, but only a 3-yard gain as Kinnear was there to make the stop for the Arabian Knights. He had help back there, Ronnie Shoemate, from Logan Silva, a junior linebacker, 6 foot 180.
You know, I hadn't seen Silva play before, but he's going wherever the ball is. He's going from sideline to sideline. I think he's going to be a good one.
2nd down and 8 for the Eagles. Bunch formation. Hand it off. This is Fontaine this time, just bullying across the 45 down to the 44-yard line. And the Knights were there to make the stop with Wyatt Lamar, sophomore defensive back, getting some playing time. And we've got timeout on the field. The Knights want it on defense. We'll take it with them. 2:24 to play in the first half. Arab 21, Douglas nothing on the Fun Radio Football Network.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Eagles of Douglas, they're at the Arab 44-yard line. We're having issues with the internet here in the stadium that keeps knocking us off the air, so we apologize for that situation, but it is a stadium issue because there are people complaining their phones are going out. Here's a handoff for a first down around the 42-yard line, and Fontaine again. Douglas just pounding the ball inside the tackles, and Arab's going to take another timeout. And the Knights are going to take it. We'll take it with them. 2:12 to play, first half. Arab 21, Douglas nothing, but the Eagles are flying here on the Fun Radio Football Network.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours, the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
Timeout remaining. Douglas have none. Dr. Youngblood just said it is 56-0 Gunnersville, 57-0 Gunnersville at the half.
Yeah, that's what Anthony Campbell says.
Stand by. Back with you at the Arab Electric Cooperative broadcast booth, as this has been a long, drawn-out half. And Douglas on 4th down, going to go for it and make the first down on a quarterback sneak. Teal will get the ball inside the 40 to the 39-yard line, and it will be 1st and 10 for the Douglas Eagles. This drive began all the way back in Douglas territory at the 38, I believe. Ben's going to have to check that on me.
37.
On the 37, so it's 1st and 10 Douglas in Arab territory, 40-yard line. The Eagles would like to get on the board with some momentum going into halftime, trailing by 21. 2 minutes left on the clock. Teal, the quarterback, is now it's a timeout. Arab again. So the Knights have expounded all of their timeouts in this first half on defense. Ronnie Shoemate, your analyst, you've analyzed your first time back this year. Your thoughts about the first half and what we've seen thus far, other than the laundry on the field?
Well, there's some decent athletes on both sides of the field. It's sloppy. Nobody can get a rhythm. We've said that 100 times already. When you make a yard, you get penalized for 5 or 10 or 15. Nobody can do anything they want to. They line up in the wrong places. I don't know. I don't know what the coach is going to say. Hey, let's just get unconfabulated here and start over.
Boy, and you got to seem to think that, Douglas was eager and excited, and they are in 2-0 coming into this game. They were pumped up when they got here. The Knights were yeoman-like coming out at the start of this game, but you sort of got the feeling when the game started that there was sort of a lull in the game, and then those penalties on top of penalties on top of penalties being thrown. Neither team has been able to really muster anything, although the Knights have maintained their composure and lead 21-0.
Yeah, they've not let it get them down.
1st and 10 Douglas. Teal, the quarterback, looks across the Arabian Night at a 3-man front. Here's the standoff going to Fontaine, and this time the middle of that Arabian Night line was right there. Patrick Lawler led the charge. He had help up there by the Arabian Knights, Connor Knighton, senior defensive lineman at 6'3", 204.
And Caleb Perkins right there, 6'6", 190-pound senior.
It'll be 2nd down and 8. Coming up, the Marshall County Gas District halftime report, recapping first half action and a rundown of football scores, along with legends of the Arabian Knights. Teal throwing. Pass is complete. He's got his wide out over there, and he'll be over near the 1st down marker. And let's see, will they give him the 1st down? Let's see where the officials mark it. I think they will, as the pass.
At the 29-yard line.
The Knights have it 1st down, Douglas has it 1st down after that pass completion. He got it into the hands of his wide receiver. Eli Teal threw it to Dakota Stewart. Trips to the wide side now. Douglas moves their H-man over to the side, and the quarterback Teal's going to keep it, and he fooled no one. Good play by Kinnear, and now the Douglas player comes up and came into Kinnear full force.
After the tackle.
After the tackle, and the flag flew. And the official's going to get Douglas on this one.
I think they're going to get Kinnear for the crocodile roll.
I think they're going to get the Douglas guy for grabbing Kinnear's ankle and pulling him off of him after the tackle.
Chad, break this tie.
I'm going against Arab.
You cheated. They're already moving.
Yeah. There's no.
Attaboy, Chad.
Personal foul against the Knights. And they're saying face mask.
Well, the official, White Hat threw it. The only two from Packer was the guy that made the tackle. He grabbed him by the foot. Must have a face mask on his cleats.
Yeah, it should have been a gator roll. I think I said crocodile.
Big penalty against the Knights. It's first and 10 at the 19. Douglas for the first time tonight in the Knights red zone. Teal rolling out, throwing into the end zone, throwing in between Knights players, and we got an interception. It's a pick for the Arabian Knights, and I want to say, yes, I thought that's who got it. That is Brody McCain. I had to wait because that 9, I wasn't sure if that possibly could have been a 6 or a 2, but thanks to our high-definition television in booth, I picked it up as soon as he came in the clear with that big white number 9, and Brody McCain just got him a pick and stopped the Douglas threat.
That was huge for Arab right there, not giving them any momentum at halftime, so them getting the ball in the second half, this should bode well for the Knights.
Did you notice how the quarterback was limping as he's rolling out to throw the ball, too?
First and 10. Let's see if the Knights try to get something quick. They give it to Franklin. Franklin off the right side. He'll get up across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Tackle was made right there. Douglas was in the middle of things, and the tackle was made by Tanner Edmondson, that middle guard who's a sophomore. That young man's going to be a player before his career is over. He's got good size. Inside of 50 seconds to play. Knights on second down and 8. Ball just over the 15-yard line. Snap. Back to pass. Aiden Cox going to go for everything. Has a man almost intercepted by Douglas. Boy, he underthrew that severely, and Kenyon Watkins almost had him a pick 6.
He knows that, too. He looked down and said, what
Michael,
about
that ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage. It was a wounded duck right after he released it.
Okay.
Good eyes. Chad, you're a lot closer to the action than we are.
Yeah, I figured they'd just run.
So it's third down and 7. 42 seconds to play in the first half, and the Knights may decide we ought to do a running play and let this clock run out before it's all over with, but let's just see. Wide out to the right side is Puccio. Coming this way is, they're going to run Franklin. Franklin's got a hole. He's got the 25, 26-yard line. That's a Citizens Bank and Trust first down. And the Knights, I think, are going to be, they got to stop the clock with 35 seconds, so let's see. It's going to be interesting what they do on offense.
We're having some internet issues up here in the press box. I said our superintendent, I said, hey, at halftime, please come in our booth. And he come back and says, am I in trouble?
We got a good one, too.
Johnny Berry.
So much better than before. First and 10. Knights at the 26. Snap, toss, sweep, going the right side. Frank Franklin looking for Drake Avenue. He's on it. He's across the 30 and up to the 31-yard line. Dragged down from behind, and that will be up near the 31. They'll put it down there on a second down as the stop was made by Gabe Lawrence for Douglas, and that's the end of the first half, mercifully. And the score, Arab 21, Douglas nothing. Chad Robertson going to try to catch up with the head football coach, Coach Lee Osmond, and get his opinion. I'm pretty sure he's happy to get into the locker room with a 21-0 lead. How about it, Chad?
Coach Osmond up at 21, but it seems like this first half couldn't get a good rhythm going.
Well, offensively, we've struggled. I mean, Aiden's, he's not making the ordinary plays that he's made in the last 2 weeks. But, I mean, that's a credit to Douglas. They're putting pressure. They're sending a lot of people. There's bodies flying. I mean, it's a good game. I'm proud of our defense. Our defense has bowed up where they needed to and really done a good job so far.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Chad. It's time for the Marshall County Gas District Halftime Report. Your score, Arab 21, Douglas nothing on the Fun Radio Football Network.
Horizon Communications archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal, community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's Community Channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of Community Channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
The band is presenting their 2022 show Across the Pond, featuring music by British artists Adele, Coldplay, Elton John, and the Beatles. And now, the Douglas Eagle Band. The Pride of Douglas Eagle Band.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Good evening and welcome to the halftime performance of the Arab High School Marching Band. We present a portion of our 2022 field show, A Knight's Code. Songs include Rural Britannia, Live and Let Die by Paul McCartney, First Suite in E-flat by Gustav Holst, and Centuries by Fallout Boy. Drum major Arlie Satterfield, is your band ready? And now, the Arab High School Marching Band.
the Arab High School Marching Band.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally. Pretty much ice this one away. Thank you, Chad. Our sideline reports all season long are brought to you by Grumpy's Pizza and Pasta in the Northgate Shopping Center. Casual Italian dining and really good homemade pizza. Isn't it weird that an Italian guy can't say the word Italian sometimes?
Yeah, I think so. I think they got some of the best pizza in the country. I love it.
Indeed. All right, Douglas will kick off, and doing the honors for the Eagles will be Judah Bearden. And this will be taken by an up man for the Arabian Knights. Coming forward to this is Strickland at the 30, and he'll be knocked down at the 34-yard line as the stop was made by Landon Abernathy for the Douglas Eagles. So the Eagles will take over the Knights will take over first and 10 to start this second half, leading 21-0. Ronnie, at halftime, I would think the Arabian Knights probably got a little earful, not as much on their performance in the game, but the ticky-tack penalties and then that personal foul. That's something that Coach Osmond doesn't stand for.
Absolutely. I was about to say, I wonder, this first bunch of plays right here, first possession, is going to determine what's going to happen the rest of the game. Is it going to be sloppy or not?
First and 10, Aiden Cox is your quarterback. On the counter play, this is Franklin. He already has 117 yards on the carry, and he's at the 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 30. He's going to go to the house. Touchdown, Arabian Knights on the first play from scrimmage of the second half.
That is the longest run from scrimmage I've seen here in a long time.
Inside counter play, boom. And the Knights are up 27-0 just like that.
Wow. Great blocking out there also. It was unbelievable. Ben, you just missed it, buddy.
Yeah, boy. Oh, boy. Love to see that momentum coming out of halftime. Point after coming. Wooden to attempt. Puccio to hold. Snap. Placement. Kick. Up in the air. That kick is no good. Wide left. So with 11:39 to play in the third quarter, Arab 27, Douglas nothing. This is the Fun Radio Football Network.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and it's available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
If you need reliable family transportation, you need to see us. Every vehicle is warranted for the life of your contract and comes with a free Carfax. It's why we say,
the driving factor, beyond your normal buy here, pay here.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
10 seconds. Kickoff sponsored tonight by Farmers Insurance and agent Joshua Jennings. We are farmers, and that kick gets into the hands of Fontaine. He's going to try to make it up to the 20. He's the 25 to the 27-yard line, and he is knocked down there as the tackle was made for the Arabian Knights by Bryson King, a sophomore at 5'9", 140, first and 10 Douglas at their own 30-yard line. Let's get the scoring recap. This year it's brought to you by Southern Elite Realty and agent Jeff Gibbs. And the Knights quickly scored it open the second half.
A-Rab comes roaring out of the gate in the second half with one play, 65-yard touchdown run by Drake Franklin. PAT no good. New score, A-Rab 27, Douglas nothing.
Let Jeff Gibbs find you your next home. Call him today at 256-640-3085. And here's a little screen pass, a middle screen. They tried to run that middle screen that time to Fontaine. Nothing doing. Boy, out this A-Rab Knights defense have come out of the gate here loaded for bear as well, as the stop was made by Patrick Lawler, who had an assist back there from Logan Silva.
Great job by A-Rab on that line right there. They're blowing him up. I don't know what they've been across A-Rab on A-Rab's side of the field. What, one time, 2 times?
Twice. Second down and 7. Here's Douglas going to throw a little sidearm pass, gets it into the hands of the other running back there for the Eagles. That is Dakota Stewart, and he is going to be hit and dropped, and he'll get no gain on the play, as the Knights were right there to knock him down, as the tackle was made by Josh Rowe.
Another flag, Bob.
Holding
against Douglas on the call. I missed that. Josh Rowe had a nice tackle there. We haven't had a chance to call his name tonight, but he's been on a few of them. So it is from the point of infraction. That is a 10-yard penalty, and we'll back the ball up to the 24-yard line. Well, Douglas will now have second down and 17 as we play in the third quarter. 10:49 to play in the third. A-Rab 27, Douglas nothing. We got some great games going on throughout the area. Brewer is in a tussle right now with Ardmore leading. We'll check the Gilbert and Ball Ford in game midway through this quarter. Here's a hand off the left side. This is Fontaine. Breaks a tackle, breaks another tackle, and finally is drugged down from behind. As that was a good run by maybe his best run as far as power goes tonight, as the tackle was made for the Arabian Knights by Lawson King.
He got 9 yards and still didn't get back up to the original line of scrimmage.
Third down and the better part of 11 as we cross the 10-minute mark. Next week, the Arabian Knights are on the road to Sardis to play the Lions for the first time since 1957. 10 years before I was born.
I was 1 year old.
Here's the little toss, pass out to Fontaine. Cuts across the field. He'll get across the 40 and we'll get first down yardage, and finally will be ridden down from behind as the Knights lost contain that time. Fontaine doing it mostly on his own. Braxton Johnston, a 5'10", 149-pound linebacker, was there to finally get him down, but that's a Douglas first down up at the 42-yard line, so they overcome that penalty yardage and end up with the first down at the 42.
Well, let's see if they can cross that 50-yard line this time. A-Rab's defense is going to tighten up right here.
On first down, Teal, quarterback, Single setback behind him is Fontaine. He gets the ball that time, hit at the line of scrimmage, breaks away. I'll tell you, he's getting out of that first tackle, and a penalty marker goes down, and Arabian Night loses a helmet. Second marker goes down. He gained 3. And let's see what this is all about. John Ray Wilkes was there on the stop for the Arabian Knights, along with Caleb Perkins, a senior defensive line.
It's against A-Rub, apparently. Yep.
Yeah, it's going against the Arabian Knights.
Personal foul.
And a personal foul. That's the second personal foul penalty of this game. Can you say steps?
Well, they got on the A-Rub side of the field.
And the penalty puts the ball all the way down in Arab territory at the 41-yard line. So Douglas now mounting a drive with the aid of penalty on the Arabian Knights defense with 9:20 to play in the third. It is 27-0 Knights lead. Sardis next week, they're getting blasted tonight. Or I'm sorry, I take that back. They're off tonight. Who's getting blasted? Who's Gunnersville got? Crossville.
Crossville.
Oh,
57 zip at halftime.
Unbelievable. On first down, Teal is your quarterback. Bunch formation, turn, give it to Fontaine. Looking for a hole. May have lost the football, lost his helmet. That's what I said. No, lost the football.
It's going to be a face mask on us, Michael.
And Fontaine is down, and now he's getting back up as he was hit pretty. Oh, he got hit in the back that time.
He needs to get his helmets.
His helmet. He didn't lose his helmet. His helmet got pulled off.
Well, he was still laying on the ground when I said that. He's still got to go outfield. So he's going to be tired.
He's going to be spelled by Kanan Murray, who is a sophomore running back who's back into the ball game now for the Douglas Eagles. This will be another 15 yards against the Knights. Not the way you want your defense to play after your offense comes out and boom, scores on the first play of the second half. You know, I can't help but the word that keeps coming to mind, and I can't help but repeat it and repeat it and repeat it, and please forgive me, but sloppy has been this ball game. Boy, you love to see two good teams in a crisp ball game. I thought it would be a crisp ball game because Douglas is not a multi-penalized team, but they have been tonight, as have the Knights. They had 50 yards in penalties in the first half, and they've had two 15-yarders in the second half, so that's 80-plus yards in penalties. Counter play to the left side to Fontaine. He'll get about 2 yards, and that's it. The Arabian Knights, Brandon Johnston there again to make the stop.
Chad, are they under a lightning delay at Ardmore? Is that what you said?
No, it's they're playing at Brewer, but it's lightning up toward the state line at Ardmore.
Oh, okay.
I can see it from here.
The Arabian Knights defense on their heels a bit. 2nd down and 9 after a 1-yard gain. Keel, the quarterback. Setback in the game for him is Dakota Stewart. He's going to toss it to Stewart. Short toss, short side. He'll get to the 25-yard line and not much doing. John Ray Wilkes again at the bottom of that stack to make the stop for the Arabian Knights, along with, again, that was Caleb Rowe. Or make that Josh Rowe. Not Caleb Rowe. Josh Rowe.
This kind of reminded me of the Scottsboro game last year.
True.
It's the same game plan from beginning to end.
Had a guest up here at halftime, Ronnie. My very own grandson, Joshua Campbell, was excited about being up here, stayed with us and saw Uncle Archie and had to go see Archie over in the next booth.
He'll be signing autographs at the Sugar Festival.
Had another guest, but he didn't sit in your lap like Joshua did.
Dr. Johnny Berry, always good to see him. Back to pass. Here's Steele, going to go in the end zone. Has a man out there. He can't get it knocked away at the last moment. Coming across to knock the ball away for the Arabian Knights was Hayden O'Reilly. And the pass was intended, and he just slipped out of that. That's the first time they have gone deep all night, and that was Cooper Butler down there.
Triple coverage.
You know, Douglas has brought a good crowd. You look over there, and they're still here. I mean, they're behind going into the second half. But they hadn't anybody left from Douglas.
I said this in talking to the coach, and this is going to be a penalty against Douglas for chop block. You know, I said this, and I've always thought this, and being a resident back in this county in Alabama for 25 years, I have always respected and loved the people down in Douglas. Every time Fun Radio has ever been down there, every time I've been down there personally, I have never ever encountered anybody that hasn't greeted you with a smile and a hello, and we love your radio station, and we love Douglas. But this football team, this is characteristic of Coach Brandon Lyles. This is a gritty, tough football team.
Oh, good,
and
good group.
Lyles, of course, Brandon was a lineman for the Douglas team that went to the playoffs. Back to pass. Teal is going to throw a middle screen, gets it into the hands of running back. That is Fontaine, and he's going to get much of that penalty yardage back all the way down to the 32-yard line. But anyway, Douglas, there's just the mayor of Douglas when, and forgive me, I forget her name when she was mayor down there, and they were always and have always been just a class act. And Douglas High School is a wonderful high school in our county system, so our salute is in to all the community in Douglas and down there on 75, and just great people, just great people.
True story. I stopped in there a few weeks ago. I was looking for a road. I couldn't locate it, but the other group, District 3, was working. And this man and woman sitting on the porch, and I walked up, introduced myself, and told them what I was doing, and they told me where it was, and I started to leave. She said, "Oh, wait a minute. I got lunch on the table. You want to come eat with us?" And they invited me to come in there and eat. I went in there and ate with them.
That's Douglas. We have a heat timeout, 6:31 to play. In the third quarter, they may take that a Douglas timeout, and we'll take it with them. 27-0. Arab leads on the Fun Radio Football Network.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and is available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
4th down and 16. On 4th and 16, Douglas has a man in motion. They'll go for it from their own 33-yard line, throwing down into the end zone, and the pass is batted away, and they're looking for a flag. No flag on this play, and it is incomplete. Arab player is slow getting up down there, and I'm hoping that he got hit on the knee or he fell on his knee, and I hope that's all the matter. But the Arab defense holds, and this change of possession is courtesy of the Arab Education Foundation, providing grants to teachers for better teaching.
The Douglas coaches wanted interference. They were arguing, but the ball was underthrown, and Arab slapped it down before it ever got to the receiver. I didn't see interference there at all.
So the Knights defense are going to get a spell, and they will hold Douglas after that drive that was penalty laden. 6:22 to play. Here's a little play going out to Drake Franklin on the left side, and Drake's going to try to make that pushio on the jet sweep. I thought Franklin had it for a moment. He gets outside the 40 and gets a good run to the. Oh, where are they going to mark him? They're going to say, well, let's see where they're going to say. They're going to say he made the 40-yard line. But hold the phone. We have a penalty marker on the sideline. Oh boy. You know, I don't think, and correct me, Chad, if I'm wrong, and I may be stepping out of bounds saying this, speaking of which that play went out of bounds. I think they're calling this game fairly tight, whereas last week at Brewer we had a tight first half and a loose second half, and the first game against Albertville was probably one of the most well-officiated regular season games that we have witnessed in a long time.
Yeah, I agree with that. You know, this is the third game of the season, so, you know, these penalties from a fundamental standpoint should be going down.
Sideline reports brought to you by Grumpy's Pizza and Pasta in the location.
Now, I wasn't up here during the stats. How many penalties total were they? Did you remember what he said?
I don't remember what he said for Douglas, but Arab had 50 yards in penalties in the first half.
Well, Douglas had that much or more. Total yardage, you remember?
personal foul against Douglas, 15 yards, and Arab will have it 1st and 10 in Douglas territory at the 45-yard line. And we just saw a huddle by the Arabian Knights on the sideline, and Coach Osmond was in the middle of it. And I think he's telling his players to keep your cool and composure. I think that's the message.
Well,
we got the Heat timeout. We'll take it with them. 27-0. Arab over Douglas on the Fun Radio Football Network.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back with you from the Arab Electric broadcast booth. Michael St. John, Ronnie Shoemate, Ben Elrod, Chad Robertson. Here's Caden Cox, going to keep it himself, going to move it to the left side, going to be hit in the backfield, and he will be dropped. The tackle was made by Austin Hook. Ronnie, that play was probably looked like a bust because I think that meant to be a handoff.
Yeah, he went the wrong way. He turned around to give it. There wasn't nobody there. That was strictly a busted play right there. 2nd and 11.
Indeed, lost a yard. Knights is sending Puccio wide to the right side. Got Strickland out there in the slot. They're going to check to the sideline. Knights with Brody McCain this way. Single setback now is Hayden O'Reilly. Hayden O'Reilly's going to get the ball, and Hayden O'Reilly is going to be smashed for a loss. As soon as he got that ball, he turned around and was in the grasp of Dakota Stewart. And they're going to lose 4 on that one. It'll be 3rd and 15. They wanted to get O'Reilly on the right side, and that time Watson would have nothing doing. And now Watson is down, and he is, I think he's cramped up. And he's going to limp off the field with a cramp. And we've got a timeout.
Well, he called a time. He's pulling them back in. Look at the officials. Said, come on back.
Well, they went to the sideline, then they came back, and now it's saying no timeout. There's no injured player. And they're trying to get them back on the field. 40-second clock in motion. And the Knights offense have already got a play in hand. They've got the ball at midfield in the blue part of the Big A. On balance, left side, trips this way. Knights moving right to left as you listen in the 3rd quarter. Cox is your quarterback. Back to pass, throws. Cox fires. Pass is complete and out of bounds. That is Dakota Neesmith, I believe, on that. No, Brody McCain. And Brody McCain steps out of bounds at the 47-yard line, a 3-yard gain. 4th down and 12 for the Knights, and they'll punt the ball away. This will be Strickland's 3rd punt of the game.
He's been doing a good job. They are going to send somebody back at least.
Fontaine will go deep, or check that. It is not Fontaine, it's Brody Campbell deep. Strickland, good snap, stands at his 40. High punt, good hanger. He kicks it to the right side, and a fair catch is called for and is made by Brody Campbell at the 21-yard line. So Douglas puts it in play, 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line. Far side hash mark, moving left to right as you listen in the 3rd quarter. Don't forget Alabama football tomorrow on Fun Radio with the pregame at 3:30. Kickoff at 6:30 against Utah State. Prior to that, the replay of the Fife Red Devils' big win tonight against North Sand Mountain. That will start about 12:30. And, of course, Sugarfest tomorrow at Arab City Park. Get on out there. My son, Cody Campbell, has done some welding with what am I saying?
Little
utensils.
piece of metal.
Yeah, a little piece of metal. But utensils, kitchen utensils.
Oh, he is great at what he does. He's made some outstanding little things.
That's my boy. First and 10. Here's the snap. Handoff going inside. This is Fontaine. Fontaine's going to get the corner for the first time in a long time. He's to the 30, 35, 36-yard line and brought down there as the tackle was made for Arab by Jackson Ivey, a sophomore defensive back, 5'7", 127. We're starting to see a few new numbers in the lineup for the Arabian Knights. And defensively, you get some playing time on some folks up in that, especially in that secondary. Right now, they got John Ray Wilkes. You have Hayden O'Reilly. They also have Hagen Stewart back there, and
Jackson
on the corner,
Ivey.
and Jackson Ivey. First and 10, Douglas at their own 36-yard line. Near side hash mark. Here's Teal, the quarterback, throwing that slip screen, and he slips away, but the second man got him. Knights had that one sniffed out, and the tackle, as John Ray Wilkes was looking for a pick, and got around John Ray, but then right behind him came Josh Rowe, and he cleaned things up after about a 1-yard gain.
A half a second later, Wilkes is scoring. He would have stole that ball.
He was going to pick a pocket. So it will be 2nd down and 9 for Douglas. Clock continues to roll. 3:55 to play here in the third quarter. Arab leads 27-0 on a very gritty and well-coached Douglas Eagle football team. Handoff up the middle, that's Fontaine. I like the way he runs. I mean, we've played a few teams this year, a couple of teams now, well, really all 3 teams with good running backs. And Fontaine got a few yards there for a 3rd down, and let's call it 3rd down, and where are they going to mark it?
Got a penalty in the middle of that pile.
They do, and they're going to try to step it off against Douglas.
What was that? I didn't see what he said.
5 yards.
Holding.
10 yards.
10 yards for holding from the point of infraction. So that hold actually occurred further upfield than where the ball carrier was.
I just started to say every 4 plays we're getting a penalty, and that was the 4th play.
3:33 to play third quarter. We'll get a scoring update at the quarter change with our Gilbert and Ball Ford in-game scoreboard. And Kevin James, we should be getting some finals coming in. This game has gone long. 2nd down and 15 for Douglas. Counterplay this time. Fontaine looking for the outside, and he will see nothing but blue. He's going to dream blue jerseys in his sleep.
Yep.
Because Arab was all over that one. Will Kinnear led the charge. He had stopped back there, or had help back there by Wyatt Lamar.
You talk about long game. Last night at 9:35, Kevin James texted me and said, final score. I said, we still got a minute to go in the third quarter.
Whoa. 3rd down, 18 for Douglas. I don't know if there's a lot of 3rd down, 18. Douglas has not put the ball in the air very much tonight at all. They have just tried to run at Arab. And Arab has had the answer most of the time. When they haven't had the answer, the yellow penalty flag has. Motion this time on the snap. Teal back to pass. Going to throw it to the right side. Got a completion. We miss a tackle there. And he's still on his feet across the 40 and all the way up to the 43-yard line. Has almost gained the 1st down on 3rd and 18.
He fumbled, but he was down.
And this, that was Austin Hook on the reception.
Boy, Kinnear was in the quarterback's face. He fought off 2 blockers and put a lot of pressure on that quarterback.
Again, sophomore Wyatt Lamar made the stop, 6'1", 159. 4th down, and Douglas may go for it, down by 27, but they're still in their own territory. If I'm Coach Brandon Lyles, I'm putting the ball away and trying to pin that, and that's what he's going to do.
Yeah.
Smart thing to do.
Arab's defense is just playing heads-up defense. They're just going after the ball, nothing fancy.
Here's the snap, punt away, and Arab with nobody back, and the kick will get a roll that'll hit at the 30 and will roll down to the 21-yard line. And Douglas will down the ball there, and we're at 1:32 to play in the third quarter. Arab leads 27-0. Next week, the trip to Sardis for the Arabian Knights. And next week for this Douglas Eagle team, another challenge, but this time at Arthur Jarvis Stadium in Douglas, the Gunnersville Wildcats come to town.
And they are on a roll, too. I hadn't been to the Sardis football field since I was in high school.
You're going to get to go next week. On 1st down, Knights take over. Cox has gone all the way at quarterback. Fakes on play action to Drake Franklin. Rolling to the left side. Looking. Trying to throw. Nope, going to keep it at the 20, and he is going to be hit and knocked out of bounds. and he'll gain maybe a yard for all of that scrambling. That was a coverage play because the Arabian Night receivers were all well covered downfield. Chad Robertson, Grumpy's Pizza and Pasta sideline report. Douglas has not given the Knights a whole lot of breathing room tonight.
No, they've very aggressive team, been in their face, and like you said, good defensive backs on the coverage sack right there. So A-Rab 2nd and 9 with a minute and 20 seconds left in the third quarter.
Strickland and Puccio, they're going to run a reverse. Here comes Puccio back the other way. He's directing traffic. Puccio 30, Puccio 40. Going to step back inside at the 45 across midfield. They capture him at the 45, and he'll fall forward to the 44-yard line. From behind, the tackle was made by Cooper Butler, and that is a nice run on the reverse, as that time they just ran a toss sweep to the tailback, who then handed it off to Puccio coming around, and the reverse is good for a bunch of yards from the 21 all the way to the 44 in Douglas territory, and the Knights have it with a 1st and 10 Citizens Bank first down. Douglas didn't make contact. They came across the ball. Everybody was anticipating a flag, everybody including the stadium announcer. On first down, here's the snap. This is Drake Franklin. He's hard running inside a right tackle. Got a good block there and gets down to the 40-yard line. At that time, he went off the tailbone of Jackson East, rather. 6'2", 239, the sophomore. And he got a good clearing block there.
They're doing really well. Our line is really taking advantage right now. I think Douglas is getting tired.
2nd down and 6. Cox looking to the sideline for a play call. Apparently he saw something. He wanted to change the play. Yeah, he's letting the quarter run out. They're going to let the quarter run out. You're absolutely right. And we have ended 3. 3 are in the books from Arab School Stadium. Your score, Arab 27, Douglas nothing. You're listening to the Fun Radio Football Network.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh, quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Chad Robertson and my partner, Rodney Shoemate. Ronnie is, you getting back in the groove, buddy? You feeling it yet?
No. I'm having a good time. It's just I got upset not upset, just aggravating the first half at all the penalties and the mess-ups, and then we couldn't get hooked up to the internet up here.
Well, we got it good now. I want to thank Dr. Barry and the staff from Mr. Quillen and the staff from Arab High School at halftime. They got us all hooked up, if you would.
Yeah. See that look he gave me when I said, "I need your phone number." I said, "Oh, wait, it's on the bathroom wall down there." I'm sorry.
2nd down and 6. Knights operating from the Douglas 40-yard line. They give it on a run inside to Drake Franklin. Franklin going to take a stutter step, move it off right tackle again. He'll get down inside the 35, down near the 33-yard line, and the Knights want to go hurry up. That's another Citizens Bank and Trust Arabian Knight first down.
He's going to have over 200 yards rushing.
On the snap, Knights going quickly. They give it to Franklin. He's again just right down inside the 30, down to the 27-yard line. It's Franklin left and Franklin right. And you know, Ben Elrod, he's not a big fella, but he's a strong fella.
He reminds me, I don't know if it's the number. It is the number and the way he runs, but Trent Richardson. Low to the ground, lateral movement's good, strong in his hips, eyes and feet.
I think he's a Drew Guess kind of runner to put in an Arab perspective. He reminds me of Drew Guess. Second down, 6. Knights moving. They're inside the 30 of the Douglas Eagles. Here's the snap, only the left side, and this is going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Arabian Knights on the pass play to Dakota Neesmith. What a nice pass play that was.
Oh, that was pretty. Laid out there just perfect. Had 3 receivers wide open that time, and both the others that didn't get the ball turned did an excellent job blocking downfield.
Point after touchdown coming. Puccio will hold. We wait the snap. Placement is down. Kick is in the air, and the kick is good. Got inside that upright to the left side. New score from Arab School Stadium with 11 minutes to play in the ball game. Arab 34, Douglas nothing. This is the Fun Radio Football Network.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this community channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.
Okay. Oh my goodness, Arab just kicked that ball long. It's picked up at the 5, it's dropped. He'll pick it back up, he'll move across the 10, and here comes the cavalry. And Arab was there, and the Douglas Eagles are in rugged field position back at their 13-yard line. Josh Rowe was leading the charge for the Arabian Knights that time.
Long kick, that's the longest one I've seen. I don't know, y'all watched the other games. Have we kicked it long all season?
He kicked one at Brewer last week, went down about the 5.
We had one that went into the end zone, too.
There you go.
I sort of like it when we kick deep. Good things can happen. And it has for the Arabian Knights.
You know how I feel about the short field.
So it's first down for the Douglas Eagles back at their own 13-yard line. Here's the snap. And we have a new quarterback in the game, or we still got Eli in there? Eli Teal is still in the ballgame. I keep calling him Eli Teal because that's his name. Somebody asked me, said, "You sure you got that right?" Yeah, I got that right. 2nd down and 9. Knights right now just have to play defense and be patient and try to fend off anything Douglas might muster. Knights looking for their 2nd straight shutout this season. They lead 34-0 with 10 minutes to play in the football game. Teal is your quarterback. Fontaine next to him. He's going to get the ball off to the left side. And Douglas still running the ball down by 34. And Fontaine's going to get about a yard. And Arab's defense is going to knock him down. I noticed, Chad Robertson, that we haven't had a lot of substitutions on either side of the ball in this game. Coach Osmond said at Coach's Breakfast he wanted his first-line troops to get a full game in. And apparently they're doing just that.
Yeah, that and work on your techniques and just develop fundamentally as the season progresses.
Here's Teal back to pass, deep throw, almost intercepted. John Ray Wilkes, no, check that. As deep on that reception was Hagan Stewart. Was that Stewart?
I can't see his number from here. He's not turned sideways yet. I see him still walking up, but I can't see a number.
I believe that was Hagan Stewart on that. If not, it was Wyatt Lamar. But I'm thinking that is a 6, not an 8. It is, and I was correct. Hagan Stewart almost with the interception. 4th down and 8. Douglas to punt the ball. They'll stand at their own 6-yard line. Here's the snap. Here comes pressure. Not a good kick again. Got it off the side of his foot. Takes a right-hand turn and will die at the Douglas 30-yard line. As one of the defenders had to come back on that ball to knock it and down it before it got further back into Douglas territory. Logan Abernathy downs the ball at the 30, and the Knights are in business running. Big secret of this, no big secret, but it's the second half. The story has been Arabian Knight field position.
Correct. And Douglas has been their worst enemy tonight with the penalties, the miscues, and the bad punts. That's 4 punts, and 3 of them have not gone over 10 or 12 yards. A-Rose take a little break. Got a timeout.
We got the Heat timeout. We'll take it with them. No, it's not. It's a timeout, Douglas.
Yeah.
We'll take it with them. Fun Radio Football Network.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and is available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
If you need reliable family transportation, you need to see us. Every vehicle is warranted for the life of your contract and comes with a free Carfax. It's why we say,
the driving factor, beyond your normal buy here, pay here.
At Piggly Wiggly, we work hard to deliver the very best to you and your family. We offer only the top quality Black Canyon Angus beef, Swift natural fresh pork, grade A Kegel fresh chicken, smoked, processed, and frozen meat items. One of the most popular promotions at Piggly Wiggly is our Pick 5 meat program. Purchase a single pack of meat and pay our everyday low price, or purchase 5 packages marked with the bright red Pick 5 label for just $19.99. You get the best of both worlds, great quality meats and a super low price. You'll always find low prices throughout Piggly Wiggly.
5.
Okay, I hit it.
It takes it about 2 minutes.
2 minutes?
Yeah. Well, hold on. Let me see your phone. You got to scoot over. You got to scoot over here.
First play after that timeout, Knights get 2 yards with Drake Franklin at right guard, and the tackle made by Douglas by a host of their interior line. 2nd down and 8. Knights with the ball at the Douglas 28. They lead 34-0. Rolling out to pass. New quarterback in the ball game. Going to throw his first pass. Pass is complete. That is Drew Puccio making the catch into the hands of the Arabian Knights, Brody McLean. So Pooch getting a chance at quarterback.
Well, he's an athlete. He can play anything out there, but I'm glad to see him. If we had any bigger linemen, he wouldn't be able to see over him, though.
That's a 1st and 10. A Citizens Bank and Trust Arabian Night 1st and 10. Gunnersville 64, Crossville nothing. That's a final. Thank you, Doc. Dr. Jess Youngblood giving me that information. He is our official Gunnersville spotter and scorekeeper and a great guy. And thank you for saving my life, my friend. It's 1st and 10. 28-yard line. Knight's going to run a toss sweep. This is Drake Franklin. Penalty marker behind the run. Gosh, I hate that. And Franklin will score or get to the 1. It's coming back. Coming back.
Hold in. Arab.
Hey, Chad, check and see if these officials are from Etowah County, just for the heck of it.
I was sitting here saying, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it.
Next week, we're in Etowah County.
Yeah, just barely.
Oh, Lord. Boy, I tell you, folks, if you're just joining us after 25 years, Ronnie and I have fought this nemesis for 25 years. Every time Arab goes to Etowah County.
You play 16 ball. You play 16 people.
Well, I didn't say that, but you will inevitably get a long run if you're the visiting team and get a penalty called behind it, minimum 15 yards behind it, after the run.
After this play, I'll say something.
1st down after the penalty, Arab back at the 28. Here's Puccio going to throw it. Pass complete. Got him for the touchdown. Spencer Strickland.
Puccio's down.
He took a hit, but he completed the pass to Strickland, and it is an Arabian Night 28-yard touchdown pass.
Yep, his first touchdown pass as a varsity quarterback.
Boy, oh boy.
And he's going to be the holder.
He's going to be the holder. He's down on one knee. He wants to be down on one knee. He took a heck of a hit back there.
He had a Charlie horse?
No, he got
Charlie hit.
Did he really?
He let the ball go. They hit him just as soon as he released it. It's clean hit.
Wooten for the point after. Here's the snap. Puccio holds, and the kick is up, and it's ugly, and it's no good. So we have come to 7:26 remaining in the football game. Arab 40, Douglas nothing on the Fun Radio Football Network.
Family-owned and operated Discount Building Supply in Warrenton is a whole lot more than building supplies and hardware. Stop by and browse their 130,000 square foot home center. You'll find popular smoker grills with supplies and seasonings, family outing and tailgate supplies, Yeti coolers, outdoor and hunting apparel, landscape management supplies, boathouse products, and everything to beautify your outdoor living space. Discount Building Supply and Home Center. 3 generations of the Walker family proudly serving your family.
It's quiet now, but in a few hours the stadium will be full. The players will get dressed and prepare themselves for the challenges that lay ahead. Players dedicating themselves to succeeding on the field. Success begins with having a plan, along with the discipline to execute it. Just like the plan that begins with choosing the right financial partner for life. That's People's Independent Bank, where service, solutions, and smart advice are the foundation of our bank. Isn't it time you win? People's Independent Bank. You'll like banking with us.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
The play-by-play action, you're okay, Ben. The Arab Electric broadcast booth. The Arab Electric Cooperative providing great service to all this area, and I salute all the linemen and all the people down there. They've done a great job. Year in and year out, they keep the lights on, and they keep us on the air with this broadcast of Arabian Night football. 7:26 left to play in this one. Arab leads 40-0. Here's a pooch kick that will bounce at the 20 and they'll let it go out of bounds. So it'll be 1st and 10 Douglas at the 35-yard line. But before we get play underway, let's get the scoring recap of the Arab scoring drive brought to you by Southern Elite Realty and agent Jeff Gibbs.
All right, Arab goes 30 yards in 5 plays, capped with a 28-yard touchdown pass from Puccio to Strickland. PAT is no good. New score, Arab 40, Douglas nothing.
Let Jeff Gibbs find your next home. Call him today at 256-640-3085. Southern Elite Realty. And the footballs that were thrown out tonight by the cheerleaders to the crowd, courtesy of Southern Elite Realty and agent Jeff Gibbs. 1st and 10. Douglas Eagles going to try to get some points on the board. 7:26 to play in this football game. They trail by 40. Douglas gets Guntersville next. Guntersville won 64-0 tonight over Crossville. Here's a handoff left side, and the new running back in the ballgame across the 40 and to the 41-yard line. And the Knights are going to roll him up. Actually, nope, that was Fontaine, and he is slow getting up. And he's going to get up a limpy. I think somebody just fell on the backside of his leg.
He's going to go out.
He's going to have to go out.
You know, Crossville got beat tonight, but you did know in 1986 they were the state champions.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard that. You ever heard that before, Chad?
Yeah, I recall that.
Something about a Brooke and Donnie and Brooke.
Yeah.
Timeout on the field. Fontaine went down after trying to get back in the huddle. Murray's going to replace him, and we've got an injury timeout. Looks like a cramp. That's a good sign. 6:54 to play in the game. ARAB 40. Douglas nothing. Fun Radio Football Network.
With your Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet, your busy life just got a lot less complicated. The Citizens Bank and Trust digital wallet is compatible with Apple, Google, and Samsung Pay, and is available right now on your mobile device. Citizens Bank and Trust. Small bank, big difference.
Since 1943, the Municipal Utilities Board has been meeting utility needs of the citizens of Albertville and surrounding areas. From keeping your home comfortable to providing necessary expansions and supporting industrial and commercial growth, MUB provides the utilities you rely on in your everyday life. Electricity, water, wastewater, all at a reasonable cost. MUB is committed to providing reliable service today and resources tomorrow. MUB is proud to be a supporter of this community channel broadcast.
Established in 1946, Kirkpatrick Concrete has a tradition of top quality products and service. They now have 11 North Alabama locations to meet this area's demand for quality ready-mix concrete. For your next project, your friends at Kirkpatrick Concrete are just down the road.
Kason Walls in the ball game at quarterback. He's going to take it to the right side and get first down yardage across the 45 to the 46-yard line. So Douglas moving the ball with 6:25 to play in the game. They trail 40-0. Eagles take on Guntersville next week. We're headed to Sardis in Etowah County for a football game with the Lions, who have an off week this week. Only team in our region area that has an off, the fun listening area that has an off week. Handoff to the tailback, and he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage and maybe a yard more, and that is about it. As with the ball that time was Kane and Murray.
We were talking about the timeout on the field. We were talking about Etowah officiating.
This is going to be your heat timeout, and we have a final score. We have anything on the Gilbert and Ball in game? If not, we'll keep it here. All right, we'll keep it here. Ronnie Shoemate, you were about to say.
Yeah, I said we've had issues over the years with Etowah, but I don't think they really liked it that year we went back again. We were discussing that, and I brought a bottle of Tide laundry detergent to help them out because they dirtied up the stuff so much out there. But I'm serious. One year we had like 30 penalties in that game out there.
Indeed, and I can remember at a game in Southside that we had 2 long runs for touchdowns called back, and we ended up losing the game 30-29. You remember on that goal line thing?
We've had some battles at Etowah, at the old stadium, and then down at Southside.
Yep. And it is second down for the Douglas Eagles as they complete the heat timeout. 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Douglas back out. Teal is back in at quarterback, and before the ball can up, I checked that, and we got whistles before the play can get off, and Douglas, I believe, jumped on offense on the count. We have a new quarterback in the game for the Douglas Eagles, and I'm sure he'll finish out the game. It's Kason Walls. Kason Walls is a sophomore and is running the team now with
different running back.
He's also a tall core. He's taller than Teal. Here comes motion across the way. Fakes. He's going to keep it himself up the middle, and a good run. He had a good run a previous play, and that 5-yard gain will be picking up 5 yards. Will negate that penalty, so it will bring up 3rd down and 10 for the Douglas Eagles at their own 46-yard line. Knights still got some familiar numbers in there late in the ball game.
He said he's going to play them.
That is Connor Knighton on the stop. 3rd and 10. Douglas checking to the sideline. Let's see if Walls puts the ball in the air. Douglas has not thrown the ball very much tonight at all. 3-man Knight front. Safe with the linebackers. Walls rolling to the right side. Sidearm throw. Pass is complete. Got it into the hands as a receiver. He's going to be short of the 1st down as Patrick Lawler was in the neighborhood, but the young man that made the stop for the Arabian Knights was Andrew Williamson. He's a junior linebacker.
Now that was a sidearm. Look, those sidearm pitchers. That's how he threw the ball that time.
Oh, Gene Garber.
Yeah.
There you go. Carson Downey, freshman, was the man on the reception. 4th and a yard. Douglas is going to go for it. They're in Arab territory, and the quarterback's going to get the 1st down off right guard, and he'll move the ball down to the 40-yard line. Good hard run. He just lowered his head, picked up the yardage for the Arabian Knights on the stop. Was, well, as I say that, and I don't have that number registered. Here I got it. Zach Hallman, a freshman free safety.
That's Steve Hallman's grandson. Long line of Hallmans that played A-Rub football way back.
One more coming your way.
This is the first one that's ever been a skill position. All of them's been linemen.
1st and 10, Douglas. They're in Arab territory at the 40. Here's Walls, the quarterback, rolling to the outside and taking the shortcut to the 35-yard line. He stays in bounds. That'll keep the clock running, but gained 5 yards. He was run out of bounds over there by Connor Knighton again. I'm just looking. I'm watching this monitor here and watching the field almost simultaneously, and every now and then a number gets obscured. 3:33 to play in the ball game. Let's see if Douglas can dent the scoreboard. They trail 40-0. Here's the handoff. Tailback going to the left side. Knights are not going to let him have anything in the backfield. Living there, pitching a tent was Trent Brooks, a junior linebacker at 5'10", 157, and he makes his first tackle of the game.
Yep, we're going to see a lot of you players, I think, in the next 3 or 4 minutes right here.
Knights have some new folks in the secondary. Max Cooper in at a cornerback, 5'8", 136. And
now, Chad, we have not had any injuries tonight, have we?
Knocking on wood.
Yeah, I'll say that. Now something bad happened.
3rd down and 7 inside of 3 minutes to play. Douglas trying to convert on 3rd down. Here's Wall's going to run the right side, puts his head down, and he's got some yardage. He's down around the 31-yard line. It's going to be 4th and a yard.
Yeah, he's a pretty good-sized young man, a tall, lanky, and he can run. I don't know why they hadn't been using him before tonight.
Well, and I think that's the game when he's in. He runs the ball almost on every play. So 4th and a yard. Douglas will try another. They are, I think, by my calculations, they are 3 of 4 on 4th downs, or they may be 4 of 5 on 4th downs tonight. I think they may be 4 or 5. This may be the 6th attempt. On 4th down, Knights still showing that 3-man front. They're walking the linebackers up. Quarterback Walls has got it, and he is going to have the 1st down across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Drag the chains for Douglas on a 1st down, and the Douglas drive continues with 2:07 to play in the football game. At the end of tonight's game, coming up will be the Win South Fun Finals. And coming up Monday morning, yours truly will announce the Zaxby's players of the game from Zaxby's restaurants in Gunnersville and Arab. Coach Lee Osmond and I will huddle up over the weekend. And Coach O, after he watches the film, will give us an offensive and defensive player of the game that will get dinner from Zaxby's. On 1st down, Douglas going to run a sweep play to the right side, got it into the hands of their running back, and coming forward with a good run at right. They're running the short side of the field, Carson Dowdy. Carson Dowdy is a freshman, and he's going to be very close to a 1st down, but they'll say he went out of bounds just shy of the stick, so it'll be 2nd down Douglas at the 20-yard line. We've got 90 seconds left to play in the ball game, and the Knights defensively, want this shutout, Chad.
Oh, they do. I mean, right there, we're backed up against the goal line. We're giving all we got with 1:20 seconds left and go in the contest.
The Knights defensive unit that started the game are now huddled around Coach Henderson. They want to get back in. And here's a stop in the backfield. Nice play that time. Hand off went to Dakota Stewart, and the Arabian Knights back there to knock him down was Andrew Williamson, and it will be 3rd down and 3 for the Douglas Eagles. They're in no hurry to get this play off, and we're down inside of 50 seconds to play in the game.
Those electronic down markers sure look good, don't they?
They sure are. I want to get that to-go. I'd like to buy them that to-go thing where you can put on the head chain, you put how many yards it is to go on each play. On 3rd down, back to pass. Walls is throwing to the end zone, and it is caught for the touchdown. Oh. Yes.
Ooh. We timed our jump wrong. It's hoping for the shutout.
The reception as he came off the field, I did not.
Pass is complete in the end zone to number 5.
Okay, there we go. Thank you, Archie. That is complete to Hunter Long. So Walls to Long for the touchdown, and the shutout is off the board for the Arabian Knights with 29 seconds left in the game.
Well, that's 3 games and 20 points have been scored against Ayreb.
To note, now they're going to go for 2. This has got to be a situation where you're practicing your 2-point play for the next game. So a 2-point conversion attempt by Douglas. Walls, the quarterback, gets the snap. Back to pass, being chased. Wants to rush out of the pocket and being leveled at the 5-yard line. 2-point conversion is no good. So with 29 seconds left to play in the ball game, new score, Arab 40, Douglas 7. This is the Fun Radio Football Network.
Hey folks, Tim Witt at Sand Mountain Toyota. Our goal is to be Sand Mountain's pre-owned vehicle destination. We strive to keep vehicles for every budget, and all of our vehicles go through a strict multi-point inspection by our award-winning service department. And don't forget, we're paying top dollar for your vehicle. We want to buy your vehicle. Sand Mountain Toyota, Highway 431 Albertville, or sandmountaintoyota.com.
Your local Foodland Market. Your store for everyday low prices and weekly specials with savings on every aisle and friendly customer service throughout the store. We sell only the best USDA inspected meats. Our trained meat cutters offer fresh cut meats to your specification. Our fruits and vegetables are always fresh. Quality and variety you deserve every day. Your local Foodland Market, where savings plus service plus selection equals satisfaction.
Foodland, your football tailgating headquarters.
When my dad wanted a new mower, he'd say, "Come on, buddy, let's go see Jim, our local Toro dealer." For service, I'd hear, "Come on, buddy, let's call Jim." So naturally, I got my mower here. Some things never change. Right, buddy? Well, some things. Real people, real support. You can't beat the personal service from your neighborhood Toro dealer. There's a Toro dealer like Jim in your town.
Visit the helpful, knowledgeable staff at Bond's Appliance on Gunner Avenue in Gunnersville.
Since 1952, Wilkes Tire and Battery Service in Albertville has been the best place to take your vehicle for service you can trust. The Wilkes family takes pride in carrying on a tradition of providing great service, working with integrity, and giving back to the community. For tires, batteries, auto services, and more, choose people you can trust. At Wilkes Tire and Battery Service, we get you started and keep you going.
Thank the Arab High band boosters. Guess what they just did? You know, they were throwing plastic footballs into the crowd. They threw hot dogs into our broadcast booth.
Love it.
We had 3 receptions.
And 1 fumble. Thank you, Arab band boosters. They do the concessions here, and if you've ever had one of their hamburgers, you will remember it because it's delicious.
All right.
All right.
Makes me want to throw this one back and ask for a hamburger now. Do that,
I don't
John.
see that lady. Okay, here we go. Kickoff by Douglas now. Only the the second time they've kicked off tonight. They kick it into the cheerleaders. He was trying to pooch kick it, and it ended up going into the Arab cheerleaders. So the Knights will get it at the 35. If we're a little giddy now, it's another win for the Arabian Knights. They go 3-0 on the season. They lead Douglas 40-7 with 29 seconds to play. Next week, we take the unbeaten streak on the road to Sardis, who had an off week. 2 weeks to prepare for the Arabian Knights, Ronnie.
Excuse me, I was chewing. Absolutely, but I mean, we ain't played Sarley Squeak since it's 57.
57.
Long time ago, and a lot of these kids' parents weren't even alive back then.
That was a cold night. I remember that one.
My ex-wife was born in 57. Notice I said ex.
Well, the fourth one or fifth one?
Let me just say, when I traded that one in on the one I got a great one. Guess who got the benefit of that trade? Her. No, me. All right, Knights are going to kneel down on this one. This is going to be the end of this ball game, I'm sure. He snaps it. Nope, he's going to hand off. New quarterback in the game. And, he almost, as he handed the ball off, that was a great carry and a great run by Logan Aldridge. And that, I think, will do it. And, indeed, it will. The Knights will not run another play. This game is over. Final score tonight, Arab defeats Douglas by the final score of 40-7. We'll be back for the post game and the Win South Fun Finals with Kevin James after this on the Fun Radio Football Network.
Horizon Communications' archives of local high school sports and school programs now spans decades and generations, covering multiple sports and programs. DVDs of these memorable events make the perfect gift for any occasion, and the cost is simple and affordable. The first game or program DVD is $20, the second game or program is $15, and then any others are only $10 each, all on their own individual DVD. Pre-1990 games converted from coaches' films are as low as $5 per game. We have hundreds of games from the late 50s on up. Give us a call at 256-582-7373, message us on Facebook, or email mharden@horizoncommunications.net to check the availability of your desired event. Let Horizon Communications help you with the gift of video to be treasured for a lifetime. Since 1992, Horizon Communications has brought you community channel programming. As we're preparing for another season of high school sports, we'd like to take this opportunity to thank our many loyal community-minded sponsors who've supported Horizon's local origination programming through the years. We encourage our local viewers to patronize our local sponsors and let them know how much you enjoy Horizon's community channel broadcast. For information on joining our team of community channel broadcast sponsors, give Mike Harden a call at 256-582-7373.
Hello, I'm Leslie Wright, and I'd like to welcome you to altrav.net, the online home of Horizon's Alabama Traveler, where we offer discounted certificates to the area's best restaurants, attractions, and more. To purchase certificates to any of the businesses you see featured here on the show, visit our website at www.altrav.net. Go to the Merchants page to place your order, and your certificates will be mailed out the following day. So without further delay, let's go to a participating merchant video.
We're pleased to welcome the return of local restaurants to our lineup of Altrav discount certificates. Get out and support local business. We especially encourage you to remember our locally owned restaurants. They certainly will welcome your visit. David Harden and family welcome you to Wildcat Cafe, conveniently located across Highway 431 from Gunnersville High School beside Foodland. Many of you remember David from his years at Gunnersville Bowling Center, and particularly their snack bar. And a few years later, he opened his own restaurant, Tin Top Diner. And now David, along with his daughter Lindsay and son Patrick, own and operate Wildcat Cafe. Their specialty is fried or grilled chicken fingers along with their popular JoJo's, and the original dipping sauce on the side. They're available as a snack or by the plate with your choice of drink and other delicious sides like coleslaw, baked beans, pinto beans, fried okra, potato salad, french fries, onion rings, or corn. You decide, and your plate is prepared fresh to order. Other popular menu options include old-fashioned hand-patted hamburgers and cheeseburgers. The hamburger steak plate topped with seasoned onions and Dale seasoning is another popular choice. Wildcat Cafe also offers Barry's barbecue sandwiches or plates with sides. Salad choices include side salads and house salads, which you can have topped with your choice of chicken fingers or barbecue. You're always welcome to dine in or call ahead for your takeout orders. Wildcat Cafe also offers a convenient drive-thru for your to-go pickups. The Hardin family extends a special invitation for your family to visit Wildcat Cafe, where you're always greeted with a smile and prompt, friendly service. They're located at 14164 Highway 431 across from Gunnersville High School beside Foodland. Give them a call at 256-486-2233 and be sure to like Wildcat Cafe on Facebook. They're open to serve you Tuesday through Saturday for lunch and evening dining along with a Sunday lunch. And don't forget the kids. There's a special menu for them also. Wildcat Cafe, great food in a family dining atmosphere. Now visit HorizonsAltrav.net website for your discount certificate to Wildcat Cafe and other popular local restaurants, shops, and attractions.
Hi, welcome to Jazzy's.
At Jazzy's at the Glover, we specialize in Italian food with a Cajun kick. Our menu has something for everyone: pizzas, pastas, wings, salads, and muffalettas. We also have gluten-free options, including keto bowls, zucchini pastas, and cauliflower crust pizzas. And to finish off with a slice of the best cheesecake ever. On the weekends, we offer Angus ribeyes, fried fish, fillets, shrimp, seafood gumbo, and crawfish boudin. On Tuesday nights, we have trivia. Saturday nights, we have live music out on the patio. And during the week, we have daily lunch specials. We also offer catering, space available for parties, weddings, corporate meetings, and memorial services.
Jazzy at the Glover in downtown Gunnersville is the perfect spot to meet up with friends and family. Enjoy the spacious dining area, private dining rooms, the beautiful patio, or take a table at the bar area and relax for the evening. For your Altrav discount certificate to visit Jazzy at the Glover, visit our website, altrav.net. Get your certificate and go enjoy Jazzy's signature pizza and so much more.
If they don't look like this, they don't want it.
You're watching Altrav.net, the online home of Horizons Alabama Traveler. Visit our website at www.altrav.net to purchase discounted certificates to any of the merchants you see featured here on the show.
Wilson's Fabric on Highway 431 in Boaz is Alabama's largest fabric store. Family owned since 1964, the Wilson family is still involved in all day-to-day operations, and they, along with their experienced, helpful staff, will be happy to answer any questions and assist with all your needs. They now offer the area's largest selection of heat transfer vinyl and adhesive sticky back vinyl. All the popular brands are in stock, along with any supplies you may need. Shop in store or online at wilsonfabric.com. Free shipping on all orders over $50. Team fabrics are popular, and Wilson's has a wide selection of licensed collegiate and pro prints, along with color schemes to match most any high school. There's even yard signs for our local schools. For all your home decorating projects, Wilson stocks a variety of brands, prints, and styles to match your decor. They have almost 5,000 square feet with over 1,400 rolls of upholstery material. If you're looking for vintage replica fabrics from the 30s and 40s or the Civil War, you're in luck. They have a section dedicated to each. No one locally stocks more notions or other sewing supplies. Check out the notions wall and other supplies displayed throughout the store. They offer everything you may need, the best selection at the best price, with the friendly personal service you've come to expect since 1964. Give them a call at 256-593-6501, visit online at wilsonfabrics.com, or you're always welcome to stop by the store at 1524 Highway 431 in Boaz. Wilson's Fabric is also proud to be a row-by-row experience participant. This fun, cooperative event is brought to you by participating quilt shops around the world.
You're watching Altrav.net, the online home of Horizons Alabama Traveler. Visit our website at www.altrav.net to purchase discounted certificates to any of the merchants you see featured here on the show.
Since 1986, BG's restaurant on Baltimore Avenue in Albertville has been serving up their famous chicken fingers, burgers, and other short-order menu items. Brent and Gay Raines founded BG's as a family-run business. As the family has grown, so has the business, and everyone remains involved as they continue the tradition of fast, friendly hometown service. BG's is probably best known for their hand-breaded, tender and juicy chicken fingers, but there's something on the menu for everyone. They offer a great selection including burgers, sandwiches, basket combos, and ice cream treats. And now the convenient drive-through window makes it so easy to grab your favorite meal and go. Simply place your order at the speaker or call ahead for even faster service. BG's popular homemade signature chicken sauce is now available to the public. Buy it at the restaurant or pick it up from your favorite grocery store. BG's chicken sauce is great on chicken, burgers, salads, fries, veggies, and lots of other foods. BG's is open from 9 till 6 Monday through Saturday, closed on Sunday. For a complete menu and more, visit their website, www.bgsrestaurant.com. To purchase this week's BG's AlTrav discount certificate, visit our website, altrav.net.
Where do you go to find good stuff at great prices? Little Lots in Boaz, where there's lots of name brands for lots less. Owners Tony and Nancy Walker have come across so many deals that their original 26,000 square foot building wouldn't hold it all, and they've expanded into other stores in the same plaza. Each store is different and features special buyout deals. With a total shopping area exceeding 40,000 square feet, you can come to spend the day shopping at Little Lots, browsing the aisles of good stuff at great prices. There's not only great prices, there's a great selection on lots of different merchandise. The Flowers and More store is also filled with special items for every day or the next holiday. Room decor, table settings, saddles, and more, all priced to move. Better not delay, the best selections may go in a hurry. New items are still arriving, so shop now and shop often. Little Lots in Boaz, great stuff at great prices. You're watching altrav.net, the online home of Horizons Alabama Traveler. Visit our website at www.altrav.net to purchase discounted certificates to any of the merchants you see featured here on the show.
People's Bank is my go-to place for banking.
When you deal with People's, their goal is your success.
Here at People's Bank, it's more about a relationship.
I know my bankers, and I've got their cell numbers. I just call them.
If we had been with a larger bank, we would have just been a number. We're supported 100% by People's Bank.
They're our neighbor, they're our friends. We're part of this community.
I went to People's Bank because I knew they were going to take care of me.
People's Bank treat us like we're the most important client they have.
Come experience Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater. We're a 130-acre park filled with adventure. From our indoor aquatic center and RV park, tennis courts, and our state-of-the-art fitness center and amphitheater. We offer youth and adult sports leagues for all ages at our first-class facilities. Whether it's baseball, basketball, group exercise classes, playgrounds, or your favorite band in concert, Sand Mountain Park and Amphitheater has something for everyone. Join our effort to improve the health of our community and win the day at Sand Mountain Park.
Since 1956 and through 3 generations, the C.A. Langford Company has provided crushed limestone, sand, asphalt, and more. From large commercial projects to small jobs and residential needs. For products and services information, call 582-5723 or visit their informative website, calangford.company. Marshall County Gas is a proud supporter of this Community Channel broadcast. Remember, gas does it better naturally.